shoot. Your phone and you come out for me, then Granny. I wasn't ready to do this, man. Oh no. She's ready, oh. God damn it. God damn it. You're ready to keep me, Jackie Bereo. Shoot. You're ready to get in love, baby. Except for me, 1 or 2 minutes to get myself together. I was still trying to tidy up, get the place set ready for the show. Or what me don't say mistake is there. I know you guys are there. But you I mean, not so you can boss us anyway. Actually, I can close the window so that brightness will not affect the screening. Just give me a few minutes. My hand got mistakenly pressed the thing while I was trying to see if I've set everything ready. Oh, shoot. Good afternoon. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi? I was still trying to set up. So, apology if I'm a bit clumsy this afternoon. It's one of those days. And I didn't want to cancel on you guys. It's one of those days. Again, panoy. You know you affect Romi Loju. Oh shit. Okay. So we have a better picture now. Good afternoon, guys. Can you guys hear me? Happy weekend. Share and go, Misha. Good. Just to be sure, pé ń gbọ́ mi. Happy weekend. Ẹ má bínú. Bó ṣe gbà lẹ́yìn ni. Mo máa gist yín nǹkan tó ṣe mí lẹ́yìn. Thank you, Frugal. Anchor Tech. Becky's Review. Bọ́lájí. Ọmọlẹ́mọ́mpì. Yẹmí Odù. Onyade. David Oshilaja. Akínwálé. Sunkanmi. Bọ́lájí, I see you. Temitope Adedeji. Idem Otombong. I hope I call your name very well. Rich Tiger. Again, can't want me. I have to greet my people. That's the way we roll here. That's the way we roll. You see my face without glasses. With my high bag. I didn't sleep well. How does my face look without glasses? Here's my face without my glasses. Tope A, I see you. Carolide Muiwa for Rich Tiger. Oh no, don't do this. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, draw sorry and come. I think we should be good now. I was trying to set up. Anyway, good afternoon, guys. Thank you so much for the love, because I see you guys have been waiting for me. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much for the love. I hope this is on. Okay, so first time I will call your name, Sukomi. It's not deliberate, so there are some names I don't get to see. It's not all the names I see. Uche, Uche is Yoruba. I could dide. You're Samuel. How are you? Good afternoon. I'm surprised that I'm in this kind of mood. I thought I would not be this lively. You guys ginger my swagger so much. Once I see you like this, you dey ginger me, no be small. Ayoba Michelle, how are you? Please kindly help us to click a like on the show. This is the Friday chat. Don't worry. We go play. I go give you time. We go play. I won't hurry you too much. So you guys are welcome. It's one of those days. You dey ginger my swagger anytime I see you. I didn't know I would be this lively, honestly. As at 20-30 minutes ago, I was still kind of. My son came in and I said, Mommy, are you okay? What's going on? I said, I don't know. I woke up. I said, I didn't sleep. It's one of those days. You know, there are some nights that will just not be your night, no matter what you try. No matter what you do. So it was one of those nights. So let me gist you. I slept in the evening, around afternoon time stroke evening. I slept off after eating my dinner or lunch. So I think that affected my sleep. So when it was now time to sleep in the evening, around 10:30, 11, and so my eye be like halogen. I try. And so I dey roll from here, roll to that place, roll from here, roll to that place. After trying, you know, when it was now 3:34. Thank you, Modupe, you are welcome. Aproko with spice, I see you. Ogushola, welcome. Ayo Samuel, I don't greet you. So after trying, you know, I still say the sleep no come. Around 4:30. And so I go begin bake bread. By the time I was done baking bread, it was almost 7 a.m. At that time, the sleep can't come. I can't begin sleep that time. So as at 12 that I was supposed to stand up, my eyes still they close together, still they gam. So I had to put my. You want to go and see your daddy's daddy? You know, you are not going to see your daddy's daddy, Kotiya. You will not go and see your daddy's daddy, Kotiya. Anyway, good evening, guys. Good afternoon if you are just getting to see my face. That will not put me to sleep. I have tried it. I tried. The sleep did not come. So I just decided to bake bread. And the bread came out nice for the first time. I've been trying to make bread for a long time, to start making bread on my own because I love bread. So you guys are welcome. My name is Auntie Aduni if you're just getting to see my face. And I want to welcome you, the new people on this page. I am welcoming you specially. And I say thank you and welcome to this channel. It's good to have you here. All right. Please, if you are a pastor's favorite, you might not like some of my content. So let me warn you ahead, okay? Here on this page, we are realists. And you know when somebody is realist, you know what that means. I want to believe you know what it means to be a realist, okay? So on this page, we are realists because the real life we are supposed to live. Okay, magnesium supplements. Okay, I have my supplements. I'm going to So on this page, if you are Jim Christian, you may not like this page. So I'm warning you ahead. This is like a heads up. Let me share on Facebook. On Facebook. You know what I do now? What I'll be doing now? No live stream, like I said. So once we are done on YouTube, 2 days after, I will not cut a clip for them to enjoy small. Because Facebook has been deleting all my videos. All the videos I did in February, they've started deleting them already. All the live streams. So I don't think it's worth doing live stream on Facebook anymore. So if you want to catch up with me on live, just join me here. Okay? So kindly give me just few minutes to just share the video to Facebook. All right, so you guys are welcome, like I said, and I say thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the patience. I was seeing all your comments. We are waiting. I say, I want to Ganu Demio. I want to meet Ganu Demio. I say, don't worry. So immediately I started seeing all your comments. I said, let me get up. So I had to force myself to get up. And, you know. All right. Temi Tokpe. I think I should be able to add you to Facebook now so that I can share show. Ma ko ebo shima ba mi to shima ma fi kini yen si to ma gbe sórí Facebook ma ko e. All right. So as the Atigano, I know. Apologies. Owa Benny. You know, I'm always trying to be on time. Maximum 15 minutes. Mo ma fin late. To bati ma waye. I try to. Kunduz, my sister Bola Muludun. Our darling sister, Auntie Bolly. Shewa. So, let's talk on our Auntie Funke. Auntie Funke Adejumo. Recently, we all know her. She became a bishop of recent. And you would think people like that, no go they do kerewa plenty. But she has proven to us that woman being a woman being. Now they deceive on herself, say you are of the spirits. You are the things of the, you are walking in the spirits and you will be deceiving yourself. So she brought out a video circulated about her of recent few days ago. When I saw the video, I just smiled. I say, these people will not tell their followers the truth. You know, they won't really tell their followers the truth. They only tell half-truths. And I will tell you why I say half-truths. But before we go on, it's Friday, so we might go a little bit, you know. So it's more like a Friday show. But let's listen to Auntie Funke first, what she said.
Women don't like sex. I like sex. If I don't like sex, how will I have children? And you are just pretending you like sex. African culture has told you, your grandmother has said it. A woman should not show that she enjoys sex. Otherwise, they will call her prostitute. When the man is touching you, you are happy. So the first thing is to disbelieve that in your mind. Otherwise, you will be causing problem in your marriage. Tell yourself sex is I want my husband. And when you are having sex with your husband, don't pretend I just be like missionary. Don't fuck more.
Hey!
Sex is being don't believe that African mentality. Let's change it. The devil is using it to destroy marriages because that's the highest level of intimacy. Sit with your husband, touch him when he's making love to you. When he finishes, tell him, good job.
Let's play it again one more time.
Women don't like sex. I like sex. If I don't like sex, how will I have children? And you are just pretending you like sex. African culture has told you, your grandmother has said it. A woman should not show that she enjoys sex. Otherwise, they will call her prostitute. When the man is touching you, you are happy. So the first thing is to disbelieve that in your mind. Otherwise, you will be
copyright is video you shall. Mogoke, good afternoon. Now she's talking about culture, marriage, couple, and how they behave in the bedroom. Number one, it seems church does not have anything to preach again. That's my number one observation. And I will tell you why. You know this intimacy thing, nobody teaches anybody how to do it. Nobody. We were not taught by anybody how to do it. We all learn it on our own and became experts as day goes by. How many likes do we have on this show? Your pastors don't have anything to teach anymore. When we say they are nothing but motivational speakers, any kamori wa kafono sile. Any kasheki ni kamori wa kafono sile, number one. Number two, nobody teaches anybody how to do copulation. 25 likes, okay. And we have 337 people. Only 56 likes. Oh yeah, can we have more likes? Let's get it to 70. Then we continue. That's why we are here now. We need more likes on the video so that we can go on. Now, because we are realists, we are going to approach the video in a different way again. Similar kind of anyway. But because they are spiritual people, they are church people, the church made the issue of copulation. Okay, exit the chat room, then go and click on the like, then enter the chat room back. If anybody is looking at Auntie Funke and you think she's not the Kerewa type, you are deceiving yourself. How do you know people who like Kerewa? You know people, go and ask me. You know people who like Kerewa by the way they do. This is a woman, her body will be shaking when she's talking. She gesticulates anytime she's talking. You see the way she gesticulates, the way she, you know, she even facial expression. You can, okay, thank you, Carolade, magnesium glycinate. Okay. The way she gesticulates, the way she does her body, her facial expression. When to my like is something tan soy. And it's normal. I'm not saying it's bad. It's normal. Take it or leave it. Every woman needs to have that pepe a little bit. You need that pepe ginger a little bit in your life as a woman. It's one of the things that makes you attractive. And I will tell you, if men want to be truthful to you, most men watching us here, they will tell you they like women who are not dull. They like women who will ginger them. They like women who can make the move without them making the move. And if you are not the pepe type, you will be the type that will wait for your man to come and meet you all the time. And it will get boring. So I want to believe she's the one that is more active in the bedroom than her husband. Okay? I want to believe that she's more active in the bedroom than her husband. But now talking about this thing, on how to do it and all that, is it church that is supposed to teach people that? Is it what you are supposed to be learning in church? Especially where they make people believe that having kerewa without having husband is a sin. I have never seen them, most times when they are talking about this thing, they focus on women about kerewa. Meanwhile, what they are not talking about, how are men keeping their body without kerewa? Are men really abstaining from this thing that we are talking about? Most times it's women that abstain. Men do not abstain. They are not being realistic. When it is time, they are getting there. Maybe they are talking about kerewa now inside church. Where young people are. Where people that do not have husband are. Where people who don't have women and wives, they are. Now, when they are talking about this kerewa thing, how do they think the people... Okay, the people who are inside the church, they are flesh and blood. Hello? They are flesh and blood. As she's talking about it, either she likes it or not, her body will be doing... their body, some of those men, their gamma lizard will be doing head like this inside their body. Men, am I lying? You know this our page is real talk. Okay? This is a real talk page where we don't lie to ourselves. Where we don't pretend. Where we know this thing is part of what we have come to this life to do. Where we know that this thing, when you get to a certain age, as long as you are doing it responsibly, you are not sinning. You are not sinning against anybody. When they are talking about this thing, as person wey get flesh and blood, wey don't do am before, when they start talking about it, the men's body, their gamma lizard in their body will be nodding head. You know why? Already, imagination is being sent into the brain unconsciously and unknowingly. That is how it is. It's a kind of chemistry. How will I put it? For the women, especially women with high libido, their snail will start doing somehow too. It's normal. Now, after talking about all this kind of a thing inside church, you will now leave these people. They will leave the church and you will say they are not doing anything. If you are looking for where pretenses is inside church. Muslims don't even talk about these things. Now inside church, pretense they pass. And now for dear kere what they happen pass. But we they pretend. I put up a post which day I say as a matured woman, I say your pastor is now telling you that she loves kerewa. And you are 40 years old. They are telling you cannot do kerewa because you are not married. I say when you start dealing with health issues, just be getting money ready for maybe fibroid surgery. And you know why I said so? Many people that I know that have done fibroid surgery are people that don't have husband, are people that don't do kerewa, that are doing abstinence. I have them many that have done surgery, and today, because at least I know 3 of them that did that fibroid surgery, and because of it, like 2 or 3 times, they can't have children again for a reason I don't know. Because fibroid is hormonal imbalance, okay? Where probably your estrogen is increasing or something, one of your hormones is going crazy in your body because it is not balanced. Some things are just happening inside your body as a woman. So it is not as if kerewa, without kerewa you can have it. No. But having kerewa lowers the chances too. Because your womb, where that man joystick is entering in your body, is doing some work inside that your womb, exercising it for you. Not only that, they say when we do this thing, there is something, oxytocin, that is being released. That is why when you see women who they do this thing well, especially with somebody they like, you see them lively. You see them, they are not aggressive. They are not. You see Funke don't shine every time. Anytime she's called talking, she's doing like this. It shows she's collecting it regularly. Whether she's now the one sitting on top or his Baba can still do kerewa. Well. In fact, she might even make it easy for daddy. She will just kneel down, whether on the bed or kneel down on the chair, and daddy will stand up at the back, balance it. Not the one that daddy will bend his leg, give Baba Maloney stroke you. No. Daddy will stand straight. She will kneel down on the chair or kneel on the bed. Whether na 5 minutes Baba do, something enter something. Something go enter something. And by the time something enters something, daddy pours something. He don't lubricate the place. He don't release some oxytocin. So she must to shine. Her body must to be doing giri anytime she's talking. Her body must to be doing giri because she's collecting. They are pouring something inside. That thing is needed in the body. If a man carry the thing for body too, he knows and pour for somewhere. Now wahala for him. He has to pour it. It is normal. And somebody will now tell, now that they are talking about it, she's talking about only married people. How about people that are matured and no husband? They are not talking about that one. Is that side me? I want them to say the truth. That angle, because they need to help a lot of women out of this predicament. You know why? I have many of them surrounding me in this situation of it is a sin. I must not do it. I must not do it. And because they are not married, even when they see a man, they will say they don't want to do because it is a sin. And if you see the way they are looking, she don't shrinky. One worry by koko. Now so their face, anytime you see them, it's always like they are fighting somebody or they are fasting. Their faces are not always looking lively. You know why? Because number one, apart from doing kerewa, when you have a man you are talking to or opposite sex that you talk to, it is not the same thing as talking to a friend. It is not the same thing as talking to your brother. It's not the same thing as talking to your children. Talking to a man that or a woman that you have some kind of XX and link with is different. You can see how Auntie liked the thing. Auntie was even describing. He said, if you want to do it, don't go and sleep like my missionary. At this dispensation, is anybody still sleeping like missionary? She said the people in the church are pretending like they don't like it. So she wants them to come and tell her if they like it or not. Now everybody like this thing. There is nobody that does not like Kerewa. The only thing that makes people say they don't like it is when they meet somebody they don't like. Or they have been under abuse for so long. If you have been with a man that is caring, that knows how to do this thing, you will know say that thing sweet. It's sweet, it's so if your body no siam, you can't don't dey used to the thing. If your body no siam, if conji hold you, I don't know as men hold with time where they hold them. Women's conji na middle of the night. That's in wicked. You no go hold you during the day. You no go hold you in the morning or sometimes early in the morning. No matter the deep sleep where you dey sleep, when that thing hold you, you must to stand up, Unisha. You must to wake up. And by the time you wake up, if you have been somebody that does not have somebody for a long time and you are alone, you feel burst into tears. Now to begin cry. Because that thing go do you one kind, you go just begin cry. By the time you are waking up in the day, during the day, to start the day, already your day is messed up. Because that thing will just day on you. You just feel somehow. It will just feel down. It won't go anymore. Oh my God, don't share. But you will not say this is what is wrong with you. You know what is wrong with you. But you will not be able to say it. Somebody tell me, what is the English of konra? You will be edgy. You will be cranky. You will be doing... Talo sọ pé cry báwo. Ah. Ọlásùpọ̀ Káyọ̀dé. I'm talking as a woman. Ẹ jẹ́ abára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. I am talking... Nagging. Thank you, Sharon. Nagging. Irritable. You'll be feeling irritable. That guy said, cry báwo. Ah. Why cry? Especially tó ti mú regularly. Ngo bá jí. Wàá wò pé, if feelings ya come on you. Before you know it, you are crying. You might wash your face and come out as if everything is okay. But you yourself know how you felt when that thing started. Hey, Bashebani is nature. It's nature. There's nothing we can do about it. Touchy, grumpy. People when no offend you, you go begin fight them. Then go say A, you go say B. Because that feelings is on you. Until that feelings leave you. Until that feelings leave you. And it can stay on for 2-3 days. Constantly like that. Usually it's always when a woman is ovulating. And you know what? Even when you stop ovulating, when you stop menstruating, even during menopause, if they do person with menopause, even with menopause, when you are no more menstruating, you still have that feeling. I don't know why. I thought after all those things, you are finished having children, you are no more, you would think it will not come again. It will still come, it still come. You go still get them. So, if a woman of 60 years, they tell you, say, they enjoy the thing well, she know they take and joke. You think she's lying? And you are there. Women that work out have very high libido. I don't know about that. And you are there. 40 years, 45, 50 years. Somebody is now telling you, until you see a man that will put ring in your finger before you do it. As long as you are doing it responsibly. Who tell you say na sin? How we take be sin? Define it. Because somebody wrote something inside New Testament. One woman being weighing something no work. One woman being where you don't know whether now because his own body no work, he take write the book for, he take write time inside Bible. Say make you abstain. In the Old Testament, they marry before they do am. In the Old Testament, they marry Ruth. I mean, they marry Rahab. They marry Ruth and many other. Bathsheba, we born Jesus. I mean, we born for David. They marry him before David begin do kerewa for him. Now question I dey ask. Torí ẹ̀yin lanu mi ò ṣe. You are missing a lot. You can see your pastor, how her body is doing gidi when she was talking about kerewa. Oh yeah, Aunty Funke, ẹ bá wa gbóhùn sókè sí. See her body doing gidi. Ẹ ó là mọ́lẹ̀. I don't know about whether mothers tell children not to like kerewa. Which normal mother will tell a child not to like kerewa? Aunty Funke rọra máa parọ́ díẹ̀. No. No mother teaches a child how to do it. No mother teaches a child. Whether Esther, God bless you. Gbogbo orúkọ tẹ́ bá rántí ẹ máa bá ń fi sílẹ̀. Help me to write them. They marry before them kerewa then. I be they tell you say na everybody go marry. Especially at this generation. Women no plenty. They tell you say na everybody go marry. Now, even men, when they're single, they might decide not to marry. Yes. And it doesn't mean they will not live fulfilled life. Not everybody wants to marry. Especially with what we are seeing about marriage. Some people might decide they don't want to get married. Which mother they tell Pikin how kerewa be? Which mother go tell Pikin no do kerewa? No, our parents never spoke about kerewa for us. They never told us, they never taught us. And no bond, I don't think any mother wants to teach their daughter or their son kerewa. Now by themselves, Oluweke, you are welcome, my brother. Good afternoon. Glory, welcome. By themselves, they didn't teach us. They never told us when we were to start. Now by ourselves, we open leg. Nobody teach us say then they open leg. So when the lecture in church to your Ọlọ́run Aunty Funke, kí ló bá yẹn wá? And another thing, how you think kerewa will keep marriage? It still baffles me. Because the passion you put in that kerewa thing, many people are good in this thing. They are divorced today. It is not about kerewa. I know you told you a lot of motivational talk on marriage. Ẹ kúkú sọ wípé motivational talk on marriage ni expert on marriage talk. Nobody teaches anybody how to do kerewa. When the man is touching you, you are happy. So the first thing is to disbelieve that in your mind. That aspect where she said when a woman shows she loves kerewa too much is the mentality of African men, and I will say Nigerian men generally that I know and have dealt with. And they are the ones she's supposed to address here, that Nigerian men have this belief. When a woman, for example, you and your husband or your man, now they together, and now they do this kerewa thing, and you have a style that you have enjoyed before. We are not talking as somebody that has never done it. We are talking about matured people. Responsible, matured people. Okay? Now you are into a relationship and either married or no marriage. I'm not going to limit it to marriage because you don't have to be in marriage to do this thing. As long as you are responsible, because whatever comes out of it is on you. That is where your responsibility comes in. For example, you are doing it to make sure you don't contact STD. You either use protection to make sure you don't get pregnant. You either use protection or you cleanse yourself after you do. So that is your sign of responsibility. If you are not married to the person, you don't know if the person is going to marry you. You are just into relationship, friendship thing. You don't attach too much importance. You don't put too much emotions That is, invest too much of your emotions inside that relationship because you don't know if the person is going to marry you or not. So that when the relationship is going to break, it will not affect you too much. What you invest a lot of your emotions into, your money, many things into, if it doesn't work, this is where the pain is. And it's also the same thing about marriage, even as married people. I'm not saying don't love your husband. Of course, you have to love somebody before you marry them. You have to be committed to them before you marry them. It doesn't mean marriage too cannot break, as we can see. So when I'm talking here, I am talking about both married and unmarried. Now, you are with a man. Most of our men, I would say they are backward in their mentality. African men, most of them are backward in the sense that when they are with a woman and that woman say, do it this way for me, some of them instantly have the feelings that that woman is a wayward woman. And these are people that they cannot count the women they have slept with. Maybe the woman have only slept with 2-3 men. Oh, they have slept with 60 women. Some of them do not even know the women they've slept with. They can't even remember them. It is all about the way women are victimized in our society. It is all about the way women are seen in our society. If they are talking about waywardness, they attribute it to women. If they are talking about promiscuous, they are attributing it to a woman. They will never attribute it to a man, even though that man might be the type that cannot hold his thing under his leg, in his pants. It might even be a man that even do small children, but nobody will look at him as being promiscuous. That word promiscuous has been attributed to women. And this is where we need to start correcting that notion. If you cannot call your mama Ashewo, stop calling women Ashewo. If you cannot allow anybody to call your mother Olosho, stop calling women Olosho. Leave women to call themselves that, not from a man calling a woman that. Because if you are going to look at our men, when you are talking about promiscuity, when you are talking about Olosho, they are the number one culprits. Many of them cannot count. I was asking one guy one day, I said, how many women have you slept with? How many women have you slept with? He said, she moti eleka. I said, for real? Okay, I said, now say, okay, let's narrow it down. For the past 10 years, how many women have you slept with? He said he cannot count. I said, why? He said, Taba losi Naija. You know how many of them come? I said, really? He said, yes now. And it doesn't mean it's the same person I will still meet when I go back. I said, what? I said, okay, on the average, 5 years ago till now, how many? He said, I don't know how many. When I go to Nigeria, especially, it's when I'm in abroad, I respect myself. But when I travel, I say, wow. Meanwhile, we have women that for the past 10 years, it's been just one man sleeping with them. We have women, and they are not married to that man. We have women that for the past 10 years, no man has slept with them. It doesn't mean they have not done it before. And when such women now meet a man and they want to start doing the thing, and the woman now said, this style, I love this style. Instantly, that man will now start thinking, and this woman said for the past 10 years, she has not done this thing. How come? They will not say the woman is matured. They will not say the woman is not a virgin. Yes, 10 years. I have women for the past 10 years tí wọ́n rí ọkùnrin. Yes, tí wọ́n bọ́kùnrin sùn. Because wọ́n rọ́kùnrin. And not pé wọ́n rọ́kùnrin, they are mostly all these born again wuru people. Yes. I have one 15 years. She's so deeply into religion. And not as if she's a virgin, no. In fact, she's this virgin when she was young. But She was not lucky with relationships, so she's not married. It's possible. Lankwa, very possible. There are women like that. I'm serious. Because of church. And you want to know what? It was one of them I met 2 weeks ago. She has had 3 fibroid surgery. She's about to have the 4th one. She's had 3 fibroid surgery. She's about to have the 4th one. And I said, when she was telling me she's having complications again, despite the fact that she was not even menstruating anymore. I said, but you are not menstruating anymore. Why are you still having fibroid? She said she doesn't know. So she's about to go to the doctor that she's likely to do another surgery again. I said again, I said, how many times have you done it? She said she's done it 3 times. I said, do you have a child? She said 1. She has a child long time ago. And because of church, you know, whether you attach importance to it or not, in order not to feel too much heartbreak, like you say, soul ties is one thing we don't talk about. God bless you. Let me pin these comments. Anti-Christiana. Christianity. Oh, anti-Christianity aside. You know, and I asked her, I said, are you married? She said no. Since her first marriage broke up 20-something years ago. I said, 20-something years ago. Okay, don't you have relationship? She said no. I said, when last did you do this thing? She said 15 years ago. 15? She said yes. 15 years? She said yes. I said, wow. Uche, you say, I think we should also balance the narrative. Not all fibroids are as a result of no sexual activity. Yes, I said it earlier. Shebi, you started with me. Just like even prostate cancer they are talking about, it is not lack of something that causes it, but go and read about it. It lowers the chances. Because this activity keeps your hormones working, and it can balance it too. Most of these things are always a hormonal imbalance. It's one hormone going crazy and, you know, doing what it's not supposed to do in your body. So it's not because you did not do it, but if you are doing it, it could lower your chances of having it. I am a perfect example. When I had my first pregnancy, when I went for scan, they discovered that I was having fibroid growing up in my womb. I'm ignoring your question. I didn't see it, oh. Maybe you should retype it. It's not all the questions I can see. You know, and they told me maybe after when I give birth, I might need to come back. Luckily enough, I had a doctor then, Professor Ola in Luth. That was the doctor I was using. He's late now. So the doctor called me and said, Madam, I was still very young, but of course, they will call me Madam as a married woman. Say, allow your husband to be doing it very well. I said, it's not easy because of the pregnancy. He said, put your body down. I am telling you, as a professional, put your body down, look for comfortable position, and let him be doing it very well. He said that fibroid, with time, is likely to melt away. And exactly that was what happened. Either it was the pregnancy that pressed it and melted it away, I don't know. But I find out, after that pregnancy, the second one, the third one I was to have, which is my second child, there was no traces of it again. So I am not saying it was the kerewa or not the kerewa. But they say, I have spoken to a gynecologist before, and probably some of them don't want to say it so that it won't look like they are promoting something. But I've heard people saying, you know, try a comfortable position. You know, when you are pregnant, your man cannot come on top. And some women are so bad at that thing, they will just be denying the man. That the man cannot come on top, and because of that, you want to be like, I don't want to do. You have to do. Not only for your, not only for the man, you have to do it for yourself and for the baby, and you have to do it to be for them your body to open up well. So there are comfortable position, especially from the back. Back coming from the back is the best position. Either you kneel down or you lie down and the man comes from the back. You know, there are different ways. Or sitting down, yes, you can sit with you backing the man while the man is sitting down, you facing front, and you sit down. That's another good way to do it, and it's a good exercise too. Okay, so it's good for you, it's good for the man. But some people, once they get pregnant, I personally don't like it during pregnancy too. I must confess, I don't like it, but I had to do it when I was having children. I don't like it during pregnancy. But immediately, bodies are different. Immediately after giving birth like this, right from the hospital, I'm ready to do it. So you have to know your body, okay? You have, some people are like that. You have to know your body. So Auntie Funke said, our parents do not teach us. No parent teaches a child. Even if, as I'm talking now, if I see my daughter coming, I will keep quiet. It's not a conversation I want. It's not as if I cannot have such conversation with her, but not this type. Okay? The conversation I needed to talk to her is, if you have to do it responsibly. Protection and all that. And tell her about soul ties. You know? But luckily enough, she herself said nothing like that until she gets married. Which is good for her. She's still very young. For people that are still very young, it is good if they make that vow that I'm not going to do it until I get married. But if you now get to a certain age, marriage is not coming. You are in your mid-30s going to 40. Trust me, a lot of people now are dealing with health issues. Many people are even getting to menopause on time. Either you attribute it to kerewa or no kerewa. I will tell you, constant kerewa allows your circle to be okay too. Especially when you are getting to a certain age, whereby your body is supposed to have done what it's supposed to do, and that body is not doing it. Somebody say, oh, more, me that stayed for almost 2 years. I wanted to buy talk less of 30 years. God, I beg, go. I don't know how they do them too. I should pause for a while. Somebody said, Auntie, what do you mean by soul ties? Soul ties is, you know, when you meet somebody and you so much love them, into them, you know, it becomes like soul ties. You know what love is now? Those strong emotions that we have for somebody we love. And when they want to go, it's like we want to buy. It's like we can't continue. And such soul ties, it comes from a different angle. It could be the made man's way of caring for you. It could be the man's way of taking care of you. It could be the way the man talks. It could be his handsomeness. And most especially, it could be in the place of bedmatics. Because some men are so good in bedmatics. If they undo you, if you don't love them before, you go fall in love. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. This page is real talk. And today is Friday. Okay? When some men handle you, wọ́n lágbà wá búra, béèwé ò bá ṣe ẹ́ rí. As long as you are responsible in what you are doing, you are decent in it, nothing stops you having a relationship if you are not married. If some men, my question I asked that, does sex toys help with hormonal imbalance? It helps, and I will tell you why. I don't know the type you are using, but there is this particular one. I have spoken about it. There is bullets, there is rose, and there is normal moron we then do. At least I'm talking for women now. I can talk as a woman. You see that bullet, if you know how to use it, You even at 60 years, you go see they come. At 60 plus, you go they come. Like person will be picking. That means your hormone is working. Bullet is almost similar to rose. It's always similar to rose. And that rose too, if you know how to use it, it will get you to a point where your body will still be like the body of a baby, even if you don't have a man. Those are the things we are not, the truth we are not telling ourselves. Okay, they say I should pause. Oh yeah, they say my admins, they want more like button. I don't stop. They are in control. I've been saying auntie Aduni pause, auntie Aduni pause. Mutidake. So how many love buttons now? Can we continue? Exit the chat room and press the like button. That's all you need to do. They want me to stop, so I have to stop. They are called the one in charge. 164. Okay, can we get to 200? Somebody, Shokpe Love said, no, Sage Love said, Rose Gang. Yes, so you see, in this dispensation, honestly, reality has to be spoken to us. We don't have to deceive ourselves and lie to ourselves. Even if all these people don't want to say it. Like I keep saying. And you know the good thing about all these toys? They keep a woman from being open their legs to who they are not supposed to open it to. It helps you protect your emotions. It guards your emotions. You don't just fall for who you are not supposed to fall for. It will allow you have time to take care of, you look at where you are going before you enter it. Not that just anybody will come and because your body is craving something or you need attention or number one, first love is most important. Forget rules now. Self-love. Number one thing everyone should have. I learned men have their own too. They have their XX toys too. And men don't come and pretend. Somebody has shown me that thing. And I Googled it, I saw it. Men have it, but they are more discreet about it. This is why you find a lot of men are single today. After divorce, they don't want to marry again. Because they have a way. They are not doing master. They have their own toy they work with. They are not doing master. Some of them have the real Obirin something that they shook. The day I heard about that thing was 3 years ago when one guy was telling me. I say it's a lie. He now showed me. I said, he said, so you want me to, with all these women around, you want me to go and carry bad disease? I said, you are right, Sha. I said, I don't know men has it too. He said, they made it for both man and woman. Now I Google the thing. I see him. I say, wow. You know, the world is revolving. Things, except we want to, this page is real talk and for matured people. It is not for the gym people, please. If you are a religious person, you can't enjoy us here. No, you will look at us as a bad person, as antichrist, as sinners. But hear your pastor here. Hear your pastor telling you how sweet that thing is.
Problem in your marriage. Tell yourself sex is good.
It's good.
And when you are
It's good. It's beautiful. If you see a man that will be there with you, and if there is no man, Oyinbo has done substitute. Self-love is what you first need. Self-love. If you have self-love for yourself, every other thing you will not feel bad. You will not feel guilty using it. People who do not have self-love for themselves, when they tend to find themselves using that thing, they can fall into depression. You know why? They are craving they are craving love from somebody else. Okay? They don't really love themselves. If you love yourself, when you have to use it, you will not feel bad. You will not feel depressed. You will not feel like this is where your life has ended. No. When you are done using it, you will sleep like a baby. That is what science, invention, they did it for a purpose. Even married people have it. You know why? They use it on themselves. Some men do not know the G-spot of their wives. And if you don't know the G-spot of your wife, this is why some women, they go outside. Married women go outside to still go and do something outside. Because their men just do the kerewa. The man no finish the work. What is finishing the work? Making that woman to reach climax. Most times, now men they reach climax. Women know they reach climax. Because man go just enter guru, 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 and stand up. And by the time you are standing up, that woman is just feeling it. Not many men even know how to, even if you are going to do it, it's not going to be long. Some men, they are so good that by the time they are doing it, they know where to position their something on a woman's body, that while they are doing it, is rubbing a place in that woman's body. I'm not going to be very raw, please. I still have some decency. They know how to rub it as they are sliding in and out. They are touching that spot for that woman. Before they finish, now that woman will first reach climax. But not many men know how to do it. Not many men get women to that point. This is why you find married women going outside. Because they are not satisfied. The man has done what he thought he wanted to do. At the point that man is standing up, that woman's body is just getting ready. We are women. I'm talking to you men as a woman. So some married men buy this thing for their wives. That thing is just like a lipstick. Either the bullet or the rose. I hope my voice is not too loud. Either the bullet or the rose. Some married people buy it for their women, for their wives. And some use it on the woman. This is all about being a friend to your partner. If you are not a friend to your partner, you cannot enjoy, you cannot play. But if you are friends to your partner, you will play. You will play like babies playing. Multi-block, Multi-block, ó ṣe mistake ìjà síbí ni. At my age, tí mo ti ń wo 60 lójú, I'll be shy to talk. Sórí ẹ ò burú blow. Anyway, multi-block, At my age, I'll be pretending. At my age. Alala and lala. This is why many of you tán ṣe ń bá yín báyàwó yín sùn. À ń sọ nǹkan tó lè help yín. Eléri ibu oníyàlájà òun ti ya wèrè sí Amẹ́ríkà. À ń sọ nǹkan tó máa help yín. Tó bá yá yín tí ò yẹ kó báyàwó yín sùn ló ń bá sùn. Some of you, by the time you will see the person sleeping with your wife, they are helping many of you. Ìyá tó gbé microphone ìyá church ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí now. This is a church woman talking. Ẹgbọ́n. Is this not a bishop? Àbórí ẹ burú ni. This is a bishop talking. He said, don't just be like a wood. She said, moan, talk, gesture, say something. Don't be a dumb when you are doing that thing. Don't just keep quiet. BOD. Money ne gbọ́dọ̀ make sense. Kì í ṣe money tó máa dàbí ẹni tí nǹkan kọlù. This is a bishop. Liz Johnson, bye. Jesus is coming soon. Kì í ṣe lórí page. Bye bye. Ẹgbẹ́ preaching yín kúrò lórí page mi. This is a bishop talking to you. Inside church. Now, pastor, they help some of the wives. Inside church. Now, small boy, they help some madam because Oga pastor or Oga bishop or Oga deacon feels that it does not need to. Some will even be fasting when their wives are in ovulation. Some women will be fasting when their husband need it. And now today, look at what is going on. No be inside church abuse dey pass. No be inside church. No be inside church. Then they say then carry we are seeing everything on social media. Inside social media, you will see that a pastor's one redeemed pastor, he buy the wife for free cents now. He buy the wife. Why? They say the wife went out to go and do kerewa. Why? The husband was not satisfying her. Because they think some things are abomination. They think some things are not to be discussed. Everything we are talking is on social media, is on Google. Every discussion I'm saying is on Google. Why did they write it on Google if it's abomination? Why are they putting all these things on Google? On YouTube, they are on YouTube. They are discussing it. Why? If it's abomination. Take your preaching out of my page. I'm even trying to be moderate. Trying to be decent about the words. I'm not even using the words as they are supposed to be used. So because I'm describing and saying some men don't even know how to get their women to climax. But if you meet a man who knows how to get a woman to climax, trust me, under 10 minutes, you will reach climax. Some women do not even know what is called climax. They have never experienced it in their lives. And by the time they will now meet somebody, this is the reason why many women will leave their husband. The man is okay, is trying for them, financially is taking care of the home. They will now remember their ex and be craving their ex. The ex àwọn yẹn táwọn ti fẹ́ rí bó ṣe ń ṣe leléyìí. Èyí táwọn gbé sílé tó bá ṣe pìkì ó ti tán. And they will be craving that ex. And trust me, anytime they set eyes on that ex will do them. And they will come back home one day show you furu like they didn't do anything. Because of what? They are not allowed to express themselves inside that relationship. They are now allowed to explore, to talk on what they like. Because an average Nigerian man feels any woman talking is a promiscuous woman. An average Nigerian man believes a woman that talks about this thing is false. The same man that will have slept with countless women that I cannot even remember will look at a woman just because she wants to express what she likes in intimacy. So this woman attributing women not talking to our parents, no, it's got nothing to do with our parents. No parents will teach their children what to do inside bedroom. It is your duty and the duty of your partner to explore with your body, explore with what you like. Some people like ice cream. Some people do not like ice cream to play. Some people like toy. Some people do not like toy. But I will tell you, it has gone past using your hand alone. It has gone past. It will take that woman, that your wife inside your house to discover her body by herself and tell you this is where, because some women too do not know where their spot is until they play with themselves. When they play with themselves, they themselves by themselves will discover where that thing is. And if you allow them, if you do not make them feel bad or look at them somehow, you can tell them, let them carry your finger and put it at that point for them. Your wife, if you allow her play with her body, allow her discover herself, she will take your hand and tell you this is where it is and this is what I want you to do. There's nothing bad in it. That is what is called relationship, intimacy. Intimacy is to be free. You both are going to naked yourself between each other and before each other. Then what else is remaining that you are shy of? That you cannot talk, you cannot play, you cannot discuss. That you will not be able to talk. You will not say, oh yeah, do this. You cannot say, or take the man's hand and put it where you want. Or put your hand where you want. Somebody say you can use your tongue. Not everybody likes to use tongue. If you don't like to use tongue, that bullet is a very good job for you. It's a very good alternative. Rose, sorry. If you are a man, you don't like to use your tongue, get rose. Rose is a good one for you to use. Get your wife a rose and use it for her, or ask her to use it while you watch her. Ara nǹkan tó ṣe ń bá yín bá àwọn ìyàwó yín sùn nìyẹn. Nǹkan táwọn ọkọ yín ṣe ló ń ṣe níta nìyẹn. Because Jim. This woman, in as much as kò ń ṣe preaching in church, she's saying the truth. Maybe it's in a marriage seminar, she's talking this thing. She's saying the truth. She said, I'm not shy. I love Kerewa. Tell me somebody that does not love Kerewa. Only that you people are a bunch of hypocrites. You are a bunch of hypocrites and pretenders. And that is why you sneak. You sneak to live. You cannot live a fulfilled life and be bold of the life you are living. Because you are pleasing people rather than pleasing yourself. You are satisfying what people will think rather than your happiness. That is why many people today are not mentally stable. Ayé aláyé lẹ̀ ń gbé, ẹ gbé yé ayé ìtìyín. Ẹ ń yáyé gbé ni. Ayé aláyé lẹ̀ ń gbé. Ibi abroad, some of the men get busy. I was hearing pa wọ́n tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ń sọ kán má di pé wọ́n ẹ má lọ ṣọ́ yàwó yín. Is in place of work náà tí wọ́n bá yín kó fún yàwó yín dáadáa because ẹ ìráyè ńlé. In the place of work lọ́kọ yín ti máa gba kíní because ẹ feel wípé church does not allow it. We are fasting. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Do you know some people will tell you putting mouth in your man something, they will say is a sin. I was here, we were hearing one woman saying, ẹnu tẹ́ fi ń gbàdúrà kí wá fi gbé kíní ọkùnrin sẹ́nu. What has that got to do with it? What has that got to do with it? Ẹnu tẹ́ fi ń gbàdúrà. Kíní ọkọ ẹ̀kọ́ ló gbé sẹ́nu. Kó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ boyfriend ẹ gan. Kí ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú? Okay, ìgbà tó gbé kíní sẹ́nu, ó di àdúrà tó gbà, ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ ló gbà? Because wọ́n tún gbé dé stage yẹn, wọ́n ní nǹkan tó fi ń gbàdúrà wọn gbọ́dọ̀ gbé kíní sẹ́nu. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbé kíní sẹ́nu nǹkan kó ẹ. Ta ló mú tẹjọ wọn wọnú bedroom tó bá wà nú bedroom tí wàá wọlé tẹ̀lé tó bá jẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ fọ̀ dáadáa. O ní sọ fún pé kò mọ̀ fọ̀ wá bá fọ̀. Ẹ dẹ̀ padà sí yàrá. Ẹ tó kúrò yàrá gan bí tó ti ń ṣọ́ra gan ni wàá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ eré. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa, you people can pretend. Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ náà máa ń bá bẹ́ ṣe pretend o. Ẹ̀yin náà ń bá tó ń ká mọ́ bí tó ti lọ ń bá yín sùn. Disgracefully. Ẹ̀yin náà máa bá bí tó ti ń bá sùn níbi tó yẹ kán ti bá yín sùn. Kẹ́ máa lọ ṣe kíní ìdọ̀tí tí ò yẹ kẹ́ ṣe. It's all over social media. Pastor wife buy somebody. I mean, pastor wife caught in bed with another man. Pastor caught with another man's wife. It's been trending very well because kíní yìí wà lára ó di dandan kó ayọ̀ nǹkan tá wáyé wá ṣe ni. Ara máa béèrè. The body will crave it. And that is why I tell women so that you will not only dọ̀tí ẹ. If you don't have a man, get that toy. It's good for you. It will discipline you. It will curb you. You will have grip over your feelings. Or else, ẹni tí ó yẹ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn ló máa bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn. Òyìnbó that invented it. It's all ṣe bí àwa là ń fàdúrà ṣe nǹkan. Unfortunately, with all the prayers, when the urge comes, prayer does not stop it. Prayer does not even stop the urge from coming. You guys just pretend. No matter how born again you are, no matter how born wudu you are, your body will crave. And if it now gets to a stage, your body is not craving it anymore, that means the hormone responsible for it is decreasing in your body and is dangerous. When that hormone start decreasing in your body, the desire for it start decreasing, something else will happen in your body. That craving and doing it is normal. That craving will come. No matter how much you know how to read Bible, no matter how much you know how to fast, no matter the prayer you know how to pray, the craving will come. As remember, we are talking to matured people here. I'm not talking to babies. Prayer will never stop it. Prayer will never make it stop. We never stop it from coming. It will come. It will happen. Short flag Iwani. And when it happens, it's on you. You are not sinning against anybody. There are so many examples in the Bible that they were not married to. Tonde basun. Kilele won so won sinu una, ke so pe fe lo. Why can't they throw them inside fire? Why can't they be inside fire now? And like him, I pretend. Take it or leave it. It's one of the major reason. Apart from finances is number one, destroying marriage. Secondly, activity of the bedroom. You know why? There was this couple that got married. Somebody said I should talk about it, I forgot. Or I purposely ignore it. 1 month of marriage. The lady said she doesn't want to marry the man again. Why? The man loved Kerewa. She did not love Kerewa. Does it mean probably they are born again Christian? Did they not try themselves before they got married? They never did it together for her to know pé stamina won le gbele. And for some women, that is what they want. Such men. Is inside this religion thing. We will hear that a woman marry a man. And in the day of marriage, on the night of wedding, the man cannot get it up. It's part of the problem. She will say church must not hear that she's going to divorce. She will manage. Before you know it, she will go outside and start doing it outside. I once told you of a story that Barrister Olumide told me. How a woman got married to a man. And because they were Christians, they were born again. Of course, they are not supposed to touch each other until wedding night. And on wedding night, she found out that the guy avoided sleeping with her. So she was wondering. Few days after, she had to make a move. What's going on? We have to do it. Of course, she was not a virgin. And that's what surprises me. Somebody is not a virgin. Two of them are not a virgin. You will say they should not touch each other until wedding night. What are they preserving again? Anyway, so on the wedding night, few days after, the lady insisted. So they started having it. By the time the guy was to come, now the guy went into seizure. Apparently, the guy has epilepsy. And that thing comes anytime he goes into any activity. Serious activity that involves his brain. If you know people, somebody said, I almost got married to Deacon in church that didn't believe in sex for pleasure. He believed it was for baby making. I'll come to that now. When the guy was to come, he would go into seizure. So at that point, the lady became afraid. They couldn't do it, continue doing it. But she has to have a baby. She couldn't continue that way. So it got to a point she has to be the one to stay on top. She shall manage, have 2 children. After the 2 children, she said she can't continue again. She had to leave. She faced reality after 2 children. She had to come to the terms that she got married. Ordinarily, transparency is very key in relationship. Are couples allowed to discuss this kind of thing? Are they allowed to discuss it? They will say they should not discuss it. Because of what? In the process of discussing it, the body will be triggered. So they don't allow them to discuss it. How do I know what you like? How do you know what I like? We'll just go and marry each other like that. Maybe I have an issue. I will not talk. You have an issue. You will not talk. Because we are not to discuss it. It's abomination. The kidney called bed undefiled. Ṣé fún ẹni tó ti disvirgin àbí tí ò ti disvirgin? Because most of these people are already diverging because before they marry, ẹ kàn tanra yín ni. Now, many people, in fact, there are many in Deeper and the Lost Chosen and Redeemed, MFM, there are plenty in those kind of churches where they believe doing kerewa is only for children. One is show John Jenny. They don't even know that it's a pleasure, it's an art. Yes, it's an art, A-R-T. Many people don't know. Where you explore, where you practice, where you try different ways. As long as it's not going to affect your health. Some people don't even believe in doing styles. They believe it has to be up and down. The man on top. And it is so much, like somebody discussed with me sometimes, one woman, her husband was brought up with that kind of mentality that a woman coming on top means the woman is overtaking him spiritually. That a woman coming on top means the woman is overtaking him spiritually. I said, where did you hear that one from? He said, the man is a church man. That is what they told him. I said, you better take him for counseling. The woman said, Auntie Shefegbo Toro, I have tried. I'm not talking again. I have a boyfriend. I say, a boyfriend as a married woman. He said, Auntie Shefegbo Paro Funyi, she be any real talk. Money be any real talk in me. He said, I have a boyfriend because I'm tired of the man. I'm only buying time. The man is so boring. He said, it's so boring. That how can a man say, if I come on top, I am taking over, I'm overtaking him spiritually as a... When Musa don't go see for gates from all these people, I say, overtaking. She said, that is what the man says. So it has to be the man all the time on top. And she said that thing is irritating her. So because of that, she doesn't even allow him to do like she's supposed to. That she doesn't care if he wants to go to somewhere else. Because he has become irritating to her. That is how much kolo they have put into people's brain. The woman said she was feeling frustrated. And the thing was not interesting between them again. I said, I don't mind. I don't blame you. Yeah, it's not going to be interesting anymore. But I said, maybe you should have just... Egbo Baltimore, thank you. Let me pin this your comments. Thank you so much for this. Yeah. Our people are just, they are just hypocrites and the pretenders. Even this discussion of these toys, some of them will look at it and say, this woman, Tija, Google is there. I read a lot. It doesn't mean I'm using everything. I read a lot. Ebo sorry Google keka. And I'm not saying I don't have. I have one. I'm not the type that will, my page is real talk. Okay, so expect real talk from me. Egbon Baltimore said, toys prevent you from unnecessary body counts. especially as a woman. You know, it's a stigma on women. It's not a stigma on men. How will you feel? You go out there and about 6 guys gathered. Out of those 6 guys, 3 have slept with you. How will you feel? That is the life of many women who does not know how to train themselves. That is the mentality of women. I mean, that is the life of women who does not know how to discipline their body, control themselves, know there is alternative instead of sleeping around. And I've told you, married people have it, they use it. Married people, they use it. Number 1, married people use it when they are not around, so their wife can use it. They allow their wife to use it. But I learned some of our men do not like women using it. They feel once the woman knows the sweetness of that thing, the woman will not enjoy them again. That's a lie. That's a big lie. Except you have done something that have disconnected you from that woman. Some will allow the woman to use it while they are looking at her. If you can allow her to use it while you are looking at her, it shows that you guys have so much intimacy, so much closeness with each other. If you allow her use it, even if you are not there, it still shows you are close. Okay, somebody said no American woman who does not have it, irrespective of their marriage status. We are the one that are backward. It's still strange to us, you know. And, you know, we look at people who mention it as people who they are more decent than you. More decent. You know why? They don't go sleeping around. They don't go opening their legs to anybody until they see somebody they want and they know this is going to be something will come out of. They are more disciplined. But I will tell you, and most women who don't use it, they are out there. People are sleeping with them. Or women who feel a man must climb them for them to feel good.
Can you just open the window a bit? I want to see something.
Oh, the wap you.
I know, I'll just open. That's okay. Why I say open. That's it.
Ṣé mọ́tò ẹ̀?
No worry.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
I will put that with you.
Eh?
Don't worry.
Okay. Ó rẹ̀ bá mi ṣe Milo wá. Angel. Ó ṣe. Body of Christ is a body of bondage. No, kì í ṣe small o. Èmi àti Funke fẹ́ jọra o. Èmi gan máa ń wò pa jọra o. The eye cheekbone, though her own is more higher than me and she has more broader face. But the eye cheekbone, I always look at it pajora kind of. Èmi náà máa ń wò pé dà pajora. So these are reality many of you don't like to listen to. I know she will get a lot of basbos, but she's speaking the truth. But hopefully it is in a marriage seminar. These are things that has messed up a lot of marriages. A lot of marriages. You can imagine somebody saying a woman coming on top is abomination where it came from. Baba pleasure. You go give me Bishop. Only while you are doing it, she's telling you good job. Yep. You know some couple. Admin, pay attention to All Star TV. Kí ló ń ṣe? Somebody will say a woman coming on top is abomination. You know, some couples, even after doing this thing, they don't appreciate each other. Either married or unmarried. So they will finish. The woman will stand up immediately. The man will stand up immediately. Where is the bond? Where is the intimacy? Men, don't rush getting up. Women, don't rush getting up. When you finish, tẹ́ ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ látòrí mountain. And trust, and please take note, men, you are not the only one that has to get down from that mountain. That woman too needs to get down from mountain. As you are climaxing, she's climaxing. Both of you have to climax. It may not be the same time. She may climax. If you are good, she may climax before you. If you are still good too, you can climax together. Or she climax immediately after you. But both of you must climax. Many of you don't know how to do that. You don't. Many men don't know. Many women too don't put their body down for their men to explore. Some women too, because of the orientation of what they have put in their brain, they are shy with their husband. Not boyfriend now. Their husband, they are shy with that man. Because religion, what religion has put in their brain. And when that man now go outside, one low promise cause, now go outside, you now see another woman, we carry and go one level, we never reach before. He go come look say, so kini can be different. And of course, men have explored different ones. Men have explored different ones. But the mentality of our men is what I don't like. You have explored different types. You have explored and explored and explored the Timori Shirishi. Teba wari obìnrin that wants to speak what she likes instantly because you are backward. Luko. Majority in you luko. When you now see a woman that wants to express herself sexually, that this is how I want it, this is how I like it, instantly you will term the woman a loose woman. And yet, when you now carry Mary Amaka inside your house, you will now still be complaining of that Mary Amaka. And you will still, this is why many of you do not stay inside your marriage. You will still go outside. And you're corny. You will now go outside because the one you put inside is Mary Amaka. You want a woman that does not know anything. You prefer that way because of your selfishness. And the day the woman will now find out that this thing can be more sweeter than the way you are doing it for her because you want her to remain Mary Amaka inside your house. Now that day, because anything can happen. You know why? You can tend to have issues in the marriage and disconnect at a point. And at that time, that Mary Amaka inside your house is now talking to somebody in a place of work that is a man. Hello? That Mary Amaka inside your house that you want to remain a Mary Amaka, as at that time that you still think she's Mary Amaka and you are going out to enjoy yourself, because you want her to remain that way, you will now go and explore outside. After exploration, you come back home and show you furu. That Mary Amaka, because you are still looking at her as Mary Amaka, now go to work, or a neighbor, or somebody that might even be your friend. Because we man deceive and now confide in that one. She might not talk, say, that is what is paining now. Or whatever is going on, she now tell that man, that her friend that is a man, that her colleague that is a man, or that your friend, your own friend, and tell that your friend. So in the process of that your friend consoling her, or that her colleague, or that her friend that is a man consoling her, baby, ma worry, only ma pe baby, Tolu, ma worry, is going to be okay. Don't worry about that, your man. As that man is touching Mary Amaka, something is sending trigger down Mary Amaka's body. You know what? Something about that song. Secret lovers, yeah, that's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. I can't remember the song. Cause we both belongs to someone else. At that stage, that forbidden fruits, that stolen fruits, is sending triggers to Mary Amaka's body. That person that you think is Mary Amaka, from the way that man is consoling her. And of course, all of you men are thieves. Already, that man knows that she's at a vulnerable state. And the thing that men love most are vulnerable women, because they know they are easy prey. At that moment, that man is saying, he has changed his voice to bedroom voice because he needs to get her down. And he's talking like the best man in the world. At that moment, that Mary Amaka, her body is doing giz already. Trust me, the man does not need to say much. And he does not even need to remove the pata. Wọ́n ń bọ́ pátá fúnrú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ayọ̀ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àti ìbò ni. Ó dẹ̀ máa dùn máa méjèèjì pa. Especially that Mary Amaka. A lot of men do it. They take advantage of vulnerable women. And that's why I always advise women, please, a man is not your best confidant when you are talking about your marriage. A man is not your best friend when you are going through problem in your marriage, because you don't know him. You don't know his strengths when it comes to holding himself together. If he's the kind of person who cannot hold himself together, if he sees you at your weak moment, that is when his own something will be nodding his head. The Agama lizard will be doing like this each time he sees you, because you have talked. He has seen you at your weakest. Not all of them, but most of them.
Oh, but now.
Okay. Sure, come. There are many of them like that. So as a married woman, a man is not your best friend. Your husband is your best friend. If he failed in his duty, you don't carry his problem to go and tell another man. It is words that has messed up many marriages. Many men have seen their wife being benched by their friends. Many men have seen their wives being benched by their neighbors. Many men have seen their wife Korokoro being benched by their colleague. A man is not your best friend as a married woman. If you are single, you can make a man your best friend. It's okay. You are not committed to any relationship. But if you are in a marriage, secret lover ló máa gbẹ̀yìn wá àti ẹni yẹn. Trust me. Secret lovers is what will end both of you. And that something is always difficult to break. I do this job I do. I know how people open up. They hear things. I go hear some things, I go shake. I go hear some things. It will be tough for me to judge because I'm not wearing the shoes. Yomi Adejumo mi ò mu ginger tea. Mélòó ni mo fẹ́ mu, mélòó lára mi. Mi ò lára, mi fẹ́ lọ́lẹ̀. Mi ò lára púpọ̀, so mi fẹ́. Mi ò lára. Mi ìfẹ́ kéré sí. Yomi, leave me alone. Kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe mí lò tí ń fẹ́ mu. Mi ṣe mú mi òkúnkún sanra. Mi ò ṣe ẹni tó lè sanra, don't worry. Ẹ ṣáà máa rí picture mi. Mi ò ṣe ẹni tó lè sanra, so don't worry. Milo is okay. Mi ò tí ì jẹ, I've not eaten anything since morning. Though I ate ẹ̀bà around 4 a.m. Ìgbà tí mo jí mo jẹ ẹ̀bà àtẹ̀gúsí. Àti ọ̀gbọ̀nọ̀. Sorry, ẹ̀bà àti ilá alásèpọ̀. So ẹ ra fi mí lẹ̀ báyìí. Let me drink my Milo. Somebody said it, Auntie Aduna, even as a single woman, I don't believe in men as friends. That thing between their legs, not all of them. You can have some of them as friends because, you know, let me tell you one thing. Men kind of, the way they look at things, when we are going through things, if you confide in them, as long as you set boundary, you just have to set boundary, that's all. You have to set boundary. You don't meet in a closed place. You don't meet in private places. They are your friends. It's we that we think we have to be friends with only women. No. You draw a line. You draw a boundary. You can be friends to a man. You set boundaries. That's all. I prefer men as friends. But if I'm in a relationship, then definitely not. You know why? I have had them to give me counsel of things when I need advice. And I said, John, I have a friend. We've been friends for over 12 years now. We have been friends for 12 years. He's a guy. Why? The boundaries are set. Number one, I don't give room for us seeing each other all the time. I've only, in my life, for the past 12 years that I've known him, I've only seen him like 4 or 5 times in that 12 years. But we talk almost every day. And we are good friends. He talks to me about his relationship. I talk to him about my relationship. But we don't, boundaries are set. We can never date. We can never date. I will not say he did not try it. I told him, I said, no. Mi ò lè fẹ́. I didn't see you as somebody I can date. I see you as a brother and a friend. And that's it. You are the one that will set boundary. You, the woman, if you don't set the boundary, man will make move. Don't let me lie to you. If you as a woman, you don't set the boundary, man will make move. But if you set boundary and you maintain your boundary, they will respect you. It's not as if they will not try you. Men will always be man. Man will always be man. But you are the one to set boundary. And I think 2 or 3 times, and he stopped. So, and the time he was to say it, I was single. I was not with anybody. Anybody. Babe, kí ló ń ṣe o, kò sí anybody, èmi náà ní girlfriend. Ja ma mo ní ṣó wà okay. Bá ṣe sọ di yẹ̀yẹ́ nìyẹn. Má bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ́. A máa jà o. A ó ní ro òun fẹ́ ká jà mo yẹn. Tó bá ti fẹ́ ká jà má bá mi sọ mọ́. You set boundaries. Somebody said, what of the men? Are they allowed to have female friends? Some men have female friends. They set boundaries too. Men's own is even easy. You know how it is easy. Tí obìnrin yẹn ò bá fara ẹ lẹ̀ wọn ò lè ṣe. Somebody says it's only a Okobo man that will not make move. Exactly. So I wasn't annoyed with him that he made a move. Oh, find me attractive, though she make him move, right? And you want to know, we became friends from him toasting me. You know, that was how we became friends. Mo de sọ fún, mo peg ẹ, èmi mo bó ṣe peg ọkùnrin. Mo peg ẹ, mi sọ yes, mi sọ no. You know why? Mo man fi wọ́n ṣe gistimates. Gistimates ni, kí n bá gist. So, a man sọ̀rọ̀, we talk. So, ǹgbà tó wá dé stage kan, mo kàn matchmake pọ̀ lọ́rẹ́ mi kan ni. Ibi tí mo ti bá scope yẹn jẹ́ fún nìyẹn. Bóyá òun gan máa wo show yìí. Mo kàn matchmake with my friend. So, but the say I said that I can't date him. He said, why? I said I'm in a relationship. So, I now matchmake with my friend. And that was it. No, they are not together anymore. So after that, he now said, ẹni tó gbé fún mi, kìnìkan, but you were together. Tó ti gun orí ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. You know, but we are very good friends. Taba ń gist báyìí. Bí ìgbà tèmi àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi obìnrin ń gist náà ni. Some things I tell him, mo lè má sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi obìnrin. Because they tend to keep secrets and they tend to be more objective. That's why I like men. They are more objective when, you know, dealing with problems and you try to find. But as a married woman, please, they are not your friend. They are not your friend. As a single woman, even telling Timba, you don't owe anybody any explanation. And you are not bound to anyone. Okay? As long as you are not in a relationship. It's when you are in a relationship, either boyfriend relationship or married relationship, I don't think it's good to get close to a man. You know, I think it's dangerous. They will take advantage. That is meant for you. Bolon she da money. You know, that's their own way. King come out or something. If something might enter something. You understand? So, what she want in. So, somebody said, I'm happy he's not a pastor. He will go spiritual to get me. We don't see. Báwo ló ṣe máa get me? Oh. Ṣé mi tí mo máa ń busy? A kò máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí phone. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa náà, gbà kan máa ń gist gan ẹni sí. Báwo ni ṣàlàáfíà ni? Then tọ́rọ̀ bá wà àjọsọ. If there is need for me to talk to him. Tóun náà bá ní the reason to talk to him. But trust me, you are the one as a woman. So even a man having a female friend, if that female friend is not a bad person, she will set boundary. She will set boundary. It's all about setting boundaries. Even women to women, you still have to set boundaries. Woman to woman, woman friend to woman friend, there still has to be boundaries, or else things will be messed up. There's no relationship we want to get into. Friendship, family, everything. Boundaries has to be set. To maintain respect, dignity, pride. Is very, very important. Very important. So Auntie Funke is saying the reality, even though I will still say that is not the major reasons many marriages are breaking up. Finance is one of it. I hope that the finance is okay. There is no deceit, there is no distrust, there is no greed. Everybody is playing their role financially. Things will be stabilized. So your finances are more important in your marriage. Then secondly is this companionship thing, this intimacy thing. God help you. You have a woman or a man. If a woman is promiscuous, if a woman has high libido, you cannot match up. It's wahala. If a man has high libido and a woman cannot match up, it's wahala. If a woman does not have self-discipline, and this is where I look at people who think they are the holy people because they think they go to church and people like us don't go to church. I will tell you, we have more discipline when it comes to this thing than you people who go to church. Or who think, who do not talk, who think people who talk on social media or people who talk about this kind of thing must be loose for them to be talking about it. Self-discipline has got nothing to whether somebody is a quiet person or somebody talks or somebody is outgoing or somebody is person. Or somebody is this or somebody is that. It's got nothing to do with self-discipline. Somebody can be quiet, and when it comes to that thing, they don't know what is called discipline. When it comes to that thing, anybody can open their legs. When it comes to that thing, once they see a man, their body will start shaking, irrespective of who that man is. We have them in women. I remember as a young lady, in my 20s then, yeah, there was this lady. early 20s. Early 20s. When I say early 20s, that was 21, 22. There was this lady that, and I'm not surprised where her life ended. As young as she was then, she doesn't have what is called self-discipline. At that time, we were supposed to be concentrating on our books, right? On our studies, not on man. She was concentrating on having man. Because it was the men paying her bills. So she got used to doing this thing almost every day. That was what ruined her life today. By the time she met somebody she was to marry, it was that indiscipline. I always ask some women, and because of the counseling I do for people, I always ask, how does a woman feel? You go to somewhere, there are a group of guys there, and among those group of guys, some of them have laid you. How do you feel? It's all about not having self-control. It's all about not having self-discipline. And like I said, your body will always crave because it is meant to crave as long as you are a woman. But there should be self-discipline and self-control. All these things is just a couple of minutes. It will come on you and it will leave you. You get busy. And I do mind, like you always say, is the devil's workshop. When you are not busy, you don't have much you do. All you think is your situation and your life. Anybody will get you down. All you think is how miserable your life is. Anybody will get you down. All you think is how your things are not working for you. Anybody will get you down. Low self-esteem is a bad thing. Self-hate is a bad thing for anybody. Craving love from other sources outside yourself is a bad thing. Those are the things that make people fall prey to who they are not fall prey to. Not being able to take care of yourself financially is a bad thing. It will make a woman. In fact, I always tell men, young men, if you have a woman who is constantly asking you for money, she can never be faithful to you. Like Sam is not possible. A woman who lives on men can never ever be faithful to any man. She will be faithful to as many men that are paying her bills, giving her money. Self-sufficient women, I'm not saying all of them. Yes, we have some of them, exception too. But I will tell you, most self-sufficient women who have self-pride, don't just open leg anyhow. No. Who have self-love for themselves, self-pride, financially stable, hardworking, ayeda. Níbo la yẹn ti wà. Kì í ṣe pé yóò ní ṣe o. Kì í ṣe pé yóò ní fẹ́ o. But you will not just look for it where it is not supposed to be looked for. You won't just crave it where you are not supposed to crave it. Àwọn okó kan wà yẹn á do abú sẹ́kún o. Pé báwo ló ṣe bá rẹ̀ ń bí? How did you find yourself here? One can be a mistake. Kò gbọdọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì as a woman. O ti ń parẹ́ unconsciously. If you make mistake to have something with somebody you are not supposed to have it with once, it should not happen to you second time. Yes, I will agree there are times you might find yourself where you are not supposed to. Kò mú ẹ kó ṣe, kò ṣe ẹni tó yẹ kó ṣe, bó ṣàkàn ṣẹlẹ̀, ìwọ́gun ò lè ṣàlàyé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀, kò gbọdọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kejì. Inú èsìsì ni tí ò gbọdọ̀ ju ẹlẹ́ẹ̀mejì. At that point, you start guiding yourself. You start protecting yourself. You start setting your boundaries. You start making your privacy private. You start making sure your door is not open to anybody, just anybody. That's way you overcome. It's not something that is easy to overcome. Àfi tá bá ń tanra wa. Torí pé kí ni? Ẹlẹ́ran ara ni gbogbo wa. We are flesh and blood. Ask some men why they are in the deep shit they are today. Because they lack self-control. What they did, ordinarily they wouldn't have done it, but their body controlled them. They allow the blood in their body to take charge. They now did what they are not supposed to do. This shouldn't have been me. That is why you will see some men, ẹni tó bímọ fún wọn, wàá wò pé báwo ló ṣe bá ẹni yìí sùn. It's all about self-control and self-discipline. And if you have not gotten to the stage whereby, let's leave married people now. Married people have to do it. But even as a married people, kò gbọdọ̀ jójoojúmọ́ náà. Tó bá ti jójoojúmọ́ is something else. It shouldn't be every day. There should be a time of refreshing for both the man and the woman. There should be a time of craving. For a man that is constantly doing it, and you just want your woman to continue to open legs every day, you are not giving that woman open door to love you more. You are not giving her time to miss you. You are not giving her time to crave you. Allow her to crave you. Allow her to miss you. Allow her to be like, give you move that she's missing you. How do women give move? Sometimes women don't say, I want it. No. Some of us are shy to say, I want it. Some of us are not shy. Some of us are lamoleni, bobo mo fe doko. Right? Some will not say it, but they will make the move, the actions. But there is nothing bad. In fact, it's more romantic if you can say it as a woman. Your man will find it interesting and exciting. In fact, instantly in the blood in ma runs sisale to ma fosoke. Tikini ma fosoke ni bitowa. It's good you say it if you can. You grab it and hold it. There are ways you pass that message. That is for married people. But if you are not married and you don't have a relationship, protect your privacy, especially as a woman. Má jẹ́ kọ́kùnrin kan fi ẹ́ ṣe toothpick. Má jẹ́ kọ́kùnrin kan rí ẹ as dumping ground. Don't let any guy see you as a dumping ground or somebody can just come to. Nígbà tí nǹkan bá ń ṣe. No. Protect yourself. Protect your privacy. Guide yourself. Set boundaries. There are ways to satisfy yourself until you get who you want. Battery ti fẹ́ kú. Anyway, I share almost 2 hours. Again, packing. I need to charge the phone. So I will take off the microphone. You know, because they have so much, make it an abomination between us in our society. Some people do not even know how to set the tone. Set the tone for the time, for the period, you know, for the moment. Set the atmosphere ready. Your husband has gone out, he's coming back in. Go by environment to get with he wants to grab you. And it's not only the woman that has to set the atmosphere, even men. Majority in Nigerian men. Yeah, Momo set the boundary, Momo set atmosphere. You are not romantic. Many of you are not romantic. Many of our Nigerian men. And that's why it gets to a stage your marriage becomes boring. It gets to a stage your women are bored of you. They are just managing. Our bossy konra. Continue ko faja. It's all because somebody is not being is not comfortable. Somebody between the two of you, either the man or the woman, is not getting what they want in that marriage. And that is why they always say it is good to be married to your friend. If you are as a couple, you are not free to talk anything to each other. You are not couple, you are strangers. Many people are married to strangers. How can you naked between each other, naked, both of you be naked and you cannot speak to each other? During the do, you will not talk. After the do, you will not talk. Somebody said when they won't stop having headache in call, when women are telling you they are having headache, that's what I'm trying to say now. You see? Something is going on. Lo she ni headache. Is either, oh, she right. David, is either you are not doing right, or you are so used to that one way. Otisu, nothing exciting about it anymore. That's what Auntie Funke is saying here. Nothing exciting, nothing interesting. It's just the usual way. Do you take time out to go and lodge in an hotel in a different environment? Hello? Go to a different neutral place. Hello? Even if you have small children, take 2 rooms. Hello, explore ni. Different environments sometimes stimulate and revive. You don't do that. Many of you don't do that. All the time. Same way, same method. Most of you are another problem. Because the children are there, it's all inside the bedroom. It becomes uninteresting. Some of you, more discipline and so time, go into your room and don't come out. Okay, you kokoro. Inside the living room, right there on the rug, is a different feelings. Right there on kitchen table. Kitchen table. It's a different scenario. It's a different feelings. A quick one, while about to go out by the door, is a different feelings. Different from sleeping on the bed. That is exploration. That is making it interesting. You go out sometimes, you are coming back in the night. Aleni, inside your car, a park is sibitewa, to dark, a sherembe. She's cooking in the kitchen. Nobody is around. You are together. Or the children are playing. Tell the children to go and play in their room. That is why it is good to have TV for them in their bedroom. Buy a TV for them in their bedroom. Of course, you have to set time for them to watch that bedroom TV. When they are in the bedroom, watching their movie, mommy is cooking and they don't want you to come out. Be in charge of your home. While the children are in the bedroom, watching movie, come out while she's cooking. You woman too, while you are cooking, don't wear anything under your skirts. Go and look for short dresses. As a married woman, look for short dresses. Those flowing dress. Not tight one, no. Thank you, Ruth, Baba today. Go and look for short dress inside the house. Don't wear pants. No, don't wear hot pants. That hot pants is limiting entrance. When you know you want to entice him, you know you really want something different. Something different. Wear short dress. Not fitted one that is kind of A-line. Nisale dear. That may make you look like a girl. By the time you are wearing, you are looking like a girl. The man is seeing something else. He's not seeing a madam. He's not seeing a mommy in the house. It could be a skirt. It could be a dress. Let it be something that is a bit flowing, not fairly tight. Or tight, no. Maybe tight one with fabric. this fabric lycra that stretches, but make sure it's short. Uncle, as she's cooking, come from the back. Pápápá yẹn máa ń dùn ju torí bẹ́ẹ̀dì lọ. À ń ṣọmọdé, eré kí la ṣe rí lọ́rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Alala ńlá ni. At least bá tiẹ̀ lọ́kàn sí alọ́kọrí, amárì. Àwọn gbogbo eré ta ṣe ń gbà yẹn náà. Tó jẹ́ pé uncle mama sábọ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́ ni. Wear dress for him. Everything that does not have to be inside the bedroom. It becomes uninteresting. This is when women will start telling you, I'm having headache. You have done something. Something is not right. Ló ṣe ní headache. Obìnrin òǹdédé ṣe. Èmi náà máa ń ṣe. We are women. Tẹ́ bá tí ẹ bá ti dùn wá nù la máa ní headache. Kì í ṣe pa ní headache for real for real. Inú ń bí wa ni, kankan ṣe wá ni. It's no more interesting. That is why we are having headache. You have made it uninteresting. That's why we are having headache. A woman is not just having headache all the time. She knows nǹkan tó ṣe, kò fẹ́ ṣe ni. Because one way traffic ni ẹ́, or tó bá ṣe tán, wàá kàn fílẹ̀ lórí bed, wàá dìde, or tó bá ṣe tán, ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó ti ń horun. No, kò sóbìnrin tó like. A woman wants after the do for her husband to draw her close. Gbé sórí àyà ẹ. Let her be there. Not only that, clean her up kó tó dìde. That is how to show love. O lè máa ṣerú yẹn kóbìnrin nínú òun ò dùn sí ẹ. Clean her up, give her a kiss. And you woman, after your husband is done, tell your husband, thank you, babe. Tell him thank you. Yeah, because òun ló gòkè tó sọ̀kalẹ̀. Òun ló ṣiṣẹ́, ọkùnrin ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Tell him thank you. Give him a kiss. Ẹ dìra yín mú mọ́bẹ̀. And this is why some of you women, tẹ́ bá mọ̀ para yín, this is why exercise is good. Exercise is good. It makes your body flexible. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin mi náà lè ń lé ọkùnrin síta. Ẹ ń lé ọkùnrin síta ẹ̀yin obìnrin. Your body is not flexible. Ara ẹ gan, ara ẹ ti gan, ti gíràn. Because you are not moving it. Bed exercise is a good one too. It's a very good one. Má gòkè kó má sọ̀kalẹ̀ is a good one. Okúnlẹ̀ ni exercise náà ni. Ojókòó lé lọ́wọ́ lórí ni exercise ni. But apart from that, ṣe exercise. Má ṣe exercise, kára ẹ flexible. Let your very body be flexible. Let your body be flexible. Somebody say thank you, okay? Yes? Yeah, that should end every this thing that we are talking about. Yes, thank you. Okay, so thank you. Tell yourselves thank you after the do. After the do is not the time to start talking about the gbese you are owing. No, that's a different time to talk about. After the do is not the time to talk about the money you are owing. Kinikon you are owing. No. It's not the time. It takes off the shine of that thing that you have done. How can you tell your boyfriend thank you? Why can't you tell your boyfriend thank you? Somebody say clean out báwo. Hey! Ṣé ní nǹkan tá ń sọ báyìí? Ṣé ti gbọ́ nǹkan tá ń sọ? Clean out báwo. Tẹ́ bá ṣe tán, you know you are go dà sí lára. Wàá mú paper towel or whatever tẹ́ bá ń lò or tissue or something. Wàá fi wipe ẹ̀ tó máa fi dìde lọ. At least somebody said clean her up báwo. Wow. So you can't do that. Ṣé rí ṣe báyìí? we deprive ourselves of a lot of things, you know, all in the name of I won't do this, I won't do that. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? And in the process, okay, somebody said my husband does that too. That woman will feel loved more. That feeling is out of this world. When the man is done, when you are both done, the man clean, just to wipe you before you get up. You know you're not going to get up immediately. He wipes you, he wipes himself and hug you to himself. Then the woman will, at that point, 30 simi there, will get up. If that man is not going to sleep, go and get good food for the man. Tomaje. But yeah, it's when you don't enjoy each other. But yeah, can you enjoy Arani? Because I think if you are really enjoying what you are doing with the person you are doing it with, some things just come naturally. You know, without anybody telling you, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way. Or probably what you are used to, what everyone is used to is different. But honestly, that word thank you is something I don't joke with. It's something I don't joke with. And I'm lucky to the relationship, couple of relationships I had, to be with such people too. Whereby I feel pampered after the whole thing. So I don't know. I think it's all about individual. Because those are little things that you think do not matter. That really matters. That brings bond. That makes the closeness. That makes you free with each other. You can discuss. You know. So I think it's all about individual. If you say to clean her up, to say thank you. So that's a surprise to you. After you do, giving your man a kiss and say, thanks, babe. I don't know. So I guess it's all about individual. So the day that woman will now meet somebody that will now do, maybe you have issues, and that person now meets somebody that does better. There is sexual compatibility. If a man that comes after 5 minutes marries a woman that takes time to come, there is problem. If a man comes after 5 minutes and meets a woman that comes much longer, the man will have studied the woman's body. Okay? So the man will have studied the woman's body. If you have that problem, you need to study your woman's body and know how long it takes her. Then, this is where long foreplay comes into play. You will not be ready. You make her ready first. And like I said, it's not about even how long. It's about knowing that woman's sensitive points. It doesn't take a woman too long to come. It doesn't. But if you don't know where to touch, what to do, then that is when you say it comes. God bless you, sage and love. This is where that toy comes in. This is where it comes in. That toy prepares a woman ready. Okay? It makes a woman ready even before the do. It makes her ready before the do. And that is why if a woman uses it, she will still have urge. It doesn't mean it kills the urge for woman. Especially when that woman uses it constantly. In fact, that urge will now double. So, getting ready, if you introduce the toy, it will get her ready. Allow her to play with it before you are ready. Allow her. It's like preparing where you want to plant something ready. If you have dig the place, you know it's just to put the plant and cover it up. It's fast. But when you have to start digging, that same moment, you start digging, you still have to plant, it takes a longer time. On this one, you are being overcritical. Every woman has a perspective on intimacy issue. just state your own opinion. What do you mean by that? Am I putting opinion on anybody? I'm just talking. Anybody can pick whatever they want. Kí n tèmi. Mo fẹ́ bá wọn wà nínú bedroom ni. These are adult people we are talking to. How am I being over? Am I criticizing anybody here? The way you guys think is something else. Am I forcing my opinion on anyone? What about a man saying he's not in the mood? It's allowed. It's not every time somebody has to be in a mood. Is it every time a woman is in the mood? No. Somebody just mentioned some women will say they are having a headache. Maybe she's not in the mood to do. So also a man can say, I'm not in the mood. It is allowed. But it shouldn't be a constant thing. It shouldn't be a regular thing. And that I'm not in the mood should not go on for too long. It's not okay. That means there is more to it. You cannot say you are not in the mood for a whole week, and second week you are still not in the mood. Then something must be wrong. Then it's better you discuss it, find a solution to it, find a way around it. Because I know for men, stress affects men in getting it up. When a man is dealing with financial issues, or when their authority is being threatened, it affects them. Or when they are being disrespected, it affects their mood. Okay? So it is allowed. So you have to really know why. And you cannot just be telling your partner, I am not in the mood. I am not in the mood. Why? Something is wrong. Nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kẹ́jọ sort out. You are not in the mood. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? You are not in the mood today. Tomorrow, up to a week, you are not in the mood. Second week, you are not in the mood. Remember, this is not about you alone. Once you are married, it is no more about you alone. You are two. The other person's feeling matters. Your feeling matters. So it's not about I am not in the mood. And that I'm not in the mood will now go for 2-3 weeks. Then what happens to the feelings of that person? That person should cover it somewhere. Akonra. If it is a man, akonra. If it is a woman, akonra. And for men, it's more easy. They have girlfriend, most of them. Enuko botani, ayama way. But for a woman, most women do not have choice. They just have to keep waiting for you. If you now get to a stage, you are still not in the mood after I was hearing that some people marry couple, 3 months, nothing. 6 months, nothing. You are no more married. You are already disconnected. How can you be a couple for 6 months, 1 year? And you say you are married? No, somebody is getting satisfaction somewhere. Somewhere between the two is getting satisfaction somewhere. Either the man or the woman. And this is why extramarital affair is no more about a man alone now. It's now involving women. Are you not hearing where some young ones say, if you cheat, I cheat back? The day I heard that thing, I said, they call it, there's a name they gave it. I mention it sometimes. Something. Hey. What was the name they are calling it? Oh, revenge cheating. The day I heard that thing, I said, which one is revenge cheating again? Sir, auntie, revenge cheating, lawyer Yensin. It was a married woman that was saying it. Young lady. I said, what do you mean by revenge cheating? He said, if my husband cheats, I cheat back. I said, eti baye je yan mo yi. He said, do you think we are in your generation that they take your eyes to see Shege Pro Max? I said, I said, even at that, a woman cheating, kò fún yàn lórúkọ rere. They now said, in fact, they tear me that day. I now use it as a post. Women tear me that day. They said, so it is good for a man to cheat, Abi. He said, Auntie, Ejo, you are part of the people spoiling this man. I say, but how does it sound? You as a woman, married, going to another man. Go to Bawa Nike sort. If you have to do that, kuku divorce the man. It's the one that marry you. You are not the one that married the man. I say, I'm still old school when it comes to that. And I will forever remain old school. If a man don't tire you, leave his house. You cannot be inside a man's house and be going out to say you are doing kinon porukwe, revenge cheating. In your bossy. So you go and do it and come back to the house and show you furu like nothing happened. Until they play, we married ourselves. Emma Binu. Old school yìí ni mí ni. Old school ni mí. Obìnrin tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe máa wọlé? If a woman go outside to go and do, how will she do it when she comes back inside? How will she be able to look at the man knowing she has gone to do something? Anyway, 6 months under the same roof. That's Airbnb. I know somebody that was 3 years. Though the lady has moved on. It was 3 years. 3 good years. Somebody I know very well. 3 good years. The husband refused to touch her. It was towards the end of the 3rd year, she now decided to leave the marriage. And nobody could fault her. Same way the man looks at her. Anyway, I will never succumb to that, no matter what. Nobody can change my mind on that. I prefer, if it's not working, leave. Number 1, for your peace of mind, for your mental states. It doesn't mean you cannot still be friends. It's not just working. Why will you be with a man or with a woman and 3 good years, 1 year, 2 years, for konranyi? No, it doesn't have to. If it comes to that, honestly, you can't really blame the person, but I would rather not do it while we still with the man. Maybe because I'm the type that don't double date. I can never have 2 men at the same time. Never. What a meaning. I can't. Maybe I'm looking at it from that perspective. But honestly, I am not looking down on anybody. And no, the man was not sick. Oh. It was even in the process. The man went to have another 2 children outside. I think he was just tired of the wife, or he doesn't want the woman again. So after 3 years, the woman walked away. The woman is doing better now than him. It was, now I tell her, I say, you see, instead of you staying, she was miserable. She was not looking good. She was aging. The last time I saw her picture, I couldn't believe it. She was aging, crying every day, you know, crying every day. And that man was already with another woman, but he comes home. So by the 3rd year, I was one of the people that told her to leave. I said, leave this marriage. Because the cry was too much. She's always coming to me, crying. The man refused to touch. She begged. She would kneel down. I said, no, you are not to beg for it. It's your rights. I said, it's your rights. You don't beg for your rights. If he's not giving you, then he doesn't want it for you anymore. The 1st year you've endured, 2nd year, 3rd year, I said, take a walk. They had 5 kids between them. No, he didn't catch her with anybody. Wọ́n pe meeting now. Wọ́n pe meeting. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. But it was for 3 years. So by the 3rd year, she left. She's doing very well now. Looking more beautiful, more radiant. Rotimi Parker, you're welcome. Looking more radiant, doing very well. The man, now the man can't see Shege Pro Max now. So sometimes, like I always tell people, some marriages are not meant to be forever. Honestly, there is nothing you can do. No matter how good you are, no matter how loving, no matter how caring, it is not meant to be forever. And some are meant to be forever. But all in all, marriages are people being intentional in that marriage. You have to be intentional. Felix, you're welcome. You have to be intentional. You have to look out for the other party. You have to consider the other party. You don't invalidate their feelings. You don't take them like they don't matter. Remember, both of you have invested into that relationship. Remember, you have put in so much into that relationship. Remember the children involved in that relationship before you mess things up. It's always a gradual thing. Before you know it, it gets to a large thing that you can't handle anymore. And like they always say, once it gets to a stage, partners don't sleep together again. The gap is getting wide. The problem is starting already. Because by the time one of them will go and find solace, companionship outside, and they enjoy that outside, that home will never remain the same again. That's why I still take from the old school days, old school advice. Couples should never sleep apart except for medical reason or emergency reasons. They will tell you, even if you are quarreling, sleep on the same bed. If you don't settle the quarrel today, the second day, body will touch body. The third day, if it doesn't happen the second day, the third day, body will touch body. Somebody will want to make peace between the two of you. It's all about talking about whatever is going on. It's all about communication. It's all about understanding each other. It's all about being ready to listen. Ready to listen to your partner. When somebody is communicating, you are not listening. That person is not communicating. It is two-way. I am talking, you are listening. You are listening, I am talking. You are talking, I am listening. That is communication. I am not just listening, I am ready to make a change. I am ready to adjust. If you are not ready to adjust, your marriage will not last. If you are not ready, remember you are separate, both characters already formed before you meet each other. You are not perfect, she's not perfect. She's not perfect, you are not perfect. It's all about, but when you think you have to be right, nobody is to be right in a marriage, all the time. No. Even if you are the man. She matters. She counts. You are both a team. The day you cease to make your home a team, there will be problem. And trust me, women of today, ara wọn ò balẹ̀ tó yẹn o. Wọ́n á ṣe tán, wọ́n á wò pé àwọn ò bá má ṣe nǹkan táwọn ṣe ni. And not because they want to. Not because they want to. And another thing, there is no perfect marriage. If anybody is deceiving you, I have a perfect marriage, my man is the best man, is a lie. It's a lie. No perfect marriage, no perfect relationship. There is none. And like I will still say, and still go back to what Funke said, because I want to stop now. Despite the fact and how much we have spoken about sex, it doesn't keep relationship. Keeping marriage goes beyond sex. You know why? Because you live together. Because you cohabit together. Because you've been together for so long. You are bound to get bored with each other. Because you have been together for so long, over familiarity will definitely set in. When over familiarity sets in, you are not tripping each other too much anymore. You are not like somebody that is just starting a relationship. That is why they say love is never enough. When you are just starting, that is the love, the foundation, the beginning. You are shacking each other. You are perfect. Even Auntie Funke that is talking and doing like this. Her husband is almost 70. How many can uncle do again? How many can her husband do? That is if the man is still doing. What is binding them together now is all they have invested and put in that relationship. So even if she's not getting the kerewa the way she would have wanted it to, or the way she used to, what is keeping her in that marriage is what is in that marriage, not sex anymore. No matter how much she says she loves sex, the husband, that her husband cannot do much at that his age. Oh, he's already 70. Oh, okay. The man cannot do much anymore at that his age. In fact, as then they feel no do for 1 month. But because they are friends, they are close, they make up with other things. So it is not about sex. A relationship based on sex will definitely fail at a point. If that is the only thing binding you, it will eventually have problem. What if it gets to a stage that person elsewise cannot continue the way he used to? Are you going to leave him? Are you going to leave her? What if at a point, that person, somebody say, Auntie, we take Viagra. I'm sure Auntie Funke ò ní jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ẹ lo Viagra. Viagra tó ti rán àìmọye lọ sọ́run. You think Viagra is just anything that anybody will take? Your health must be very okay for you to take it. So what is binding them now? Yeah, she says she loves Kerewa very well. She doesn't joke with Kerewa. But as she is, somebody said, why no Viagra? Viagra, you have to know your health before you start taking it. It's just like taking a alomo yen konkon. I'm sure you know with somebody that has high blood pressure or heart issues, they can't just take it. You have to take it. Go and see your doctor before you start using it. Honestly, relationship gets to a stage. That is relationship that was built over the time. And you have been able to overcome some hurdles. You get to a stage. Kerewa koloma hold you. No, it's not Kerewa that will hold you. It's the understanding and what you have built over the years. And how you are, both of you are intentional in that relationship. And what is binding that relationship. Kí ni Aunty Funke fẹ́ wá kiri mọ́ bí tó wà yìí? Kí ni ọkọ wọn náà fẹ́ wá kiri? And that is why there was it last week that we did a video where one guy was saying, if you have to divorce, if you know you are not happy in your marriage, do it at an early age when you can still start rebuilding back. He said once you get to 50 upwards, he said at that time, you want to start making such decision. He said it may boomerang on you. Excuse me. He said it may boomerang on you, which is true. You get to a stage, you have built so much together. The only thing that will keep you together is understanding and mutual respect for each other. Mutual respect. Seeing your wife, seeing your husband, not as a lesser person to you. Respecting them. Some men, they are almost 60-something. Their wife 50-something. They still insult their wife publicly. And you want that woman to be happy with you in old age. Some women, their husbands are old. They still disrespect their husband. And you want that man to be happy with you. No. You get to a stage, you start doing like agbalagba and respect each other. And like I said in that my last video on relationship tashi, I said a woman gets to a certain age, she will start having a voice, no matter how timid she was when you marry her. No matter how timid, she gets to a stage, she will deserve her respect and look you straight in the eyes. At that time, that is when you will say she has become disrespectful. That is when you will say, some friends are teaching her against you. No, she's beginning to recognize and define who she is. And she's asking for her own respect as the wife and mother of your children. And the earlier you start giving it, King Koma Baji. She's not that timid girl you marry that you talk to anyhow. You know, some of you men, not all of you, some of you men have this authoritarian attitude, where you talk carelessly because you think you are the man. I have seen a man in his 50s slapping the wife in the public, mother of his children. Mother of his children. Grown-up children. Tell me how that kind of a woman will forgive that man. Whatever she has done at that moment, and sort it out. Why in the public? Some women too, right in the presence of their children, in the presence of friends and everybody, they talk carelessly to their husband. Probably because you think the man is not who he used to be. You now downgrade him because of that. Is another thing talk about you get to a stage, one will walk away for the peace of their mind. Because sometimes, now with the awareness, nobody wants to stay in a place where they don't have peace or happiness. We might be joking, but men in old age, they need a woman. Many men are staying alone in old age now, looking for different things to make themselves happy. Want travel, want shiri lo, want shiri, get themselves involved in a lot of things. It doesn't mean they don't have female companion. They have female. I know guys, excuse me, they are in their 60s, in their late 50s. One dagbe, they will tell you they don't want to marry again. They say they don't want any wahala. They just like the peace they are enjoying now. There is this one that I know. For his own issue, you need to see him when he had that marital issue. He became very lean. 2 years down the line, if you see him now, looking very fresh. 2 years after the divorce, he's looking very fresh, very more happier, more at peace. Then one day I said, "Show wani marry money, oni Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́." That was the word he used. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́, ó dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí. Ó lẹ́lẹ́dàá mi ò ní jẹ́ kí n marry mọ́. Mo ní kí ló dé? Ó ní marry. Torí pé kí nìyẹn? I said, ṣó fẹ́ máa dágbé báyìí ni? He said when he was married, kí ló ń gbàgbọ́ ńbẹ̀? And that was his second marriage, unfortunately. The first one broke. He got married to another second one. Wahala. And I said, so you be like this, eh? Jọ kí ló fi ń ṣèyàn? When I'm looking better, I'm doing better. So I should go and enter wahala again. I say it's not. Marriage has now become phobia. I say, I say, it's not everybody that is the same. You can still find a woman that will be calm. He said, it's not as if he's not seeing women. As I see him looking so, and he's very handsome for it. As I see him like this, women, they call him, they disturb themselves. I say, well done. He say, just want them close. That they can pretend to be nice until you get inside. He doesn't want the stress. I say, you must be doing something too. Because I believe it takes two to tango too. There must be something you are doing. Right? First marriage, second marriage. And yet you can't do without women. The only thing you don't want is commitment. He now said, hey, now I'm getting it. If he has to be with a woman, no commitment. He's not committing to any woman. David Kobrin Kawa say, you are my husband. I'm married to you. Yeah, you cannot do this. You cannot do that. He said, no, he doesn't want that life again. He can pick his bag anytime he wants, travel for vacation, and he sure does vacation. He sure does vacation. The guy just there's another one. This one has been divorced for the past 12 years. I said, that one is even his I said, won't you remarry? He said, remarry. He said he's considering it. And it doesn't look his age, funny enough. He looks much younger. He said he's considering it. But he's not in a hurry. I say, after how many years you are not in a hurry? So, forget the fact that we joke at times, and even though not all men can manage loneliness, for real. Okay? Some men are not doing well alone. Many of them are not doing well alone. And whatever it is, it will get to a stage you need that companionship. You may not sign the dotted line at a certain age, but you need that companionship, either you like it or not. It's good for everyone. It's good for everyone. So it gets to a stage, sex is not the main thing anymore. For a woman, for a man, what matters most is having somebody as a friend by your side. So for the younger ones, please, if you are still a young couple here, give your husband due. Husband, satisfy your wife. Love your wife. Respect your wife. Wife, respect your husband. Satisfy him. Don't go and break neck. Don't go and break leg. But don't let religion cage you. Don't let culture cage you from exploring and enjoying each other. Anything you do in the bedroom is not a sin, as long as you are adults. Somebody said, just do traditional marriage, no court marriage. Yes, Tony, that's what I think too. And I think I told him, I said, you can still, for the sense of belonging of that woman, to feel she has a sense of belonging. Every woman wants that. You can just do a traditional thing, no need for court marriage, So, anyway. So, for the younger ones, please, your younger years is a time to build. It's a sign of where your marriage will go. And it's a Nigerian mentality that a man or woman must marry. Companionship, friendship, confidence is more important. Yeah, that's what I said. Even at younger age, Ade Phillips, there is no woman that wants to be giving birth to a woman that is not committed to her. Please, let's hold that one. We are all parents. Will you allow your child, your girl child, to go and be with a man? Tiofe? No, we will not. We cannot rule out marriage. But when you get to a certain age, it might not be important anymore. Maybe our age group, I don't know how old you are, maybe 50 upwards. All right, you can say, whoa. Yes, so anything you do in the bedroom is not a sin, no. Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ sin? Yes, ke. It's not a sin, no. Anything you do in your bedroom is not a sin. You didn't buy person. As long as you are not shedding any red, it's not a sin. You are a full-grown adult. And it is with your consent. Nobody is forcing you. You are not forcing anybody. It's not a sin. This lady, kí lorúkọ ẹ̀? Ruth did it now. When Ruth went to meet Boaz, was Boaz married to her? No. Have they done marriage? No. The Bible said Ruth went between Boaz's leg. Kí ló máa ń ṣe ní between ọkùnrin leg ọkùnrin? Tí obìnrin bá gbé orí sí àárín ọkùnrin, wá rí ẹsẹ̀ ọkùnrin, kí ló ń ṣe ńbẹ̀? You can time it anyhow. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe rí nìyẹn. She was not married to him. Inú yàrá ẹ̀ ló sùn mọ́jú. Ṣó ti marry ẹ̀? No. David, a man after God's heart. Ṣé ó ti fẹ́ Bathsheba? As marriage, kó tó bá sùn? No. Bá sọ pé Ọlọ́run punish ọmọ kan kú. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì, where is the evidence of marriage? David and Bathsheba. Òun náà ṣàsọpọ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ true ẹ̀ ni Jésù ṣe wá sí ayé. Anything you do in your bedroom is not sin. It is fun and enjoyment. You have only done what you needed to do. Auntie Aduni, my ex left me when I was very, very sick. After that, she filed for a divorce behind my back while I was working outside UK. In fact, it was the cause that contacted me via email. Wow, that's wickedness. Kí lẹ ṣe fún? Sorry to ask that. Even though I always say something, if you cannot leave a man while he's strong or a woman while they are strong, you wait for their vulnerable moments to leave them. You are a wicked person. Nǹkan tó bá mú ẹ tó wà pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin while the man is strong, everything is okay. You don't beat somebody that is down. It's against the rule of humanity. Ìkà ayérayé ló máa ń ṣe yẹn. You don't leave somebody when they need help. Wàá tiẹ̀ ṣe àárín yẹn fún wọn náà tó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ fẹ́ wọn mọ́. Wàá make sure kó play role ẹ̀. We are not the same. That I will never do in my life. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. It's wickedness. I count it as wickedness. It's not the time to divorce anybody while that person is sick. No. You still stay. Láti ràn lọ́wọ́ kó fi wà okay. Tó wá wà okay, you let the person know that you want to leave. That you only stage. So that kò ní dàbí pé o ṣèkà. You don't beat somebody at their vulnerable moment. And that is why I hate people who take advantage of vulnerable people. Mo máa hate wọn with passion. Kò sí kó fi gbogbo ara kó owó sí. If you take advantage of somebody at their weakest point, I can't like you. I see such people as wicked people. Tó lè pààyàn. Because at that moment, it means that person does not care. Tó bá kú, or ènìyàn is waiting for you to pay. Is waiting for you to pay. You don't leave somebody at that time. If you have to leave somebody, leave them when they are okay. Face them. That means you are a weakling. You are a weakling. A weakling is the person that fights somebody when they are down. Fight somebody while both of you are standing face to face. Face somebody while you can face yourself. Kẹjọ wojú ara yín, kẹjọ fúnra yín tán. Not when the man is down or the woman is down. That is pure wickedness. Kò sórúkọ míì fún. So, even if he's a friend, you will not be empathetic. Kama was so somebody you are married to. No. Humanity first. Humanity in anything we are doing. Because it could be you in that situation. Sickness does not have address. Sickness does not have identity. It does not have destination. It can land on anyone. Sickness can land on anybody. Like we always say, oh, dojo alẹ́ fọ́kùnrin. Who told you that you are going to be the one that will not be ojo alẹ́? Don't mind fun. Haven't we seen women on wheelchair? Don't we see women that become blind in old age? Don't we see women who have accidents in old age? Don't we see women who break bone in old age? The same thing with a man. It can be anybody. So dojo alẹ́ fọ́kùnrin, do you know how your own ojo alẹ́ will be? You don't know. Ojo alẹ́ ṣe pàtàkì for everybody. The only difference is that because as a woman, your children will have empathy on you. That's the only difference. Anybody ló lè sick. A man can sick, a woman can fall sick. So what if it were you? My own rule in this life, my principle, my policy is before I do anything to somebody, I want to see if it is me they do it to, how will I feel? Then that is what I think. Timbawa rí pé kíní yóò dẹ̀ dá tí mo ṣe, I will apologize because I wouldn't want that kind. You know that sometimes we do things that we don't mean. We didn't plan it. It was a mistake. Sometimes it happens. But a deliberate action to hurt somebody, a deliberate action to beat up somebody vulnerable, a deliberate action to abandon somebody on sick bed. Maybe all of us, before we become professional in this country, we do caregiver job. There's something called abandonment. Why do you think they take the case of abandonment very serious in caring for sick people? You can go to jail for abandonment. I'm sure you know that. Why do you think they take it serious? Because at that point, no matter what that person does, that person at that point need help. And it's not the time to pay anybody back for whatever they have done, that you did not fight while they were strong. What you feel, kọ́kọ́ fi abẹ́rẹ́ gún rẹ kó tó fi gún ọmọ ẹlòmíì. But of course, some people are so wicked, very heartless. Wọ́n kàn máa ṣèkà yẹn. But trust me, àṣegbé kankan ò sí, àṣepamọ́ ló wà. Especially tó bá jẹ́ abiyamọ. Tí wo ò bá jẹ ìyà yẹn, àwọn ọmọ á jẹ. And that's why I say abiyamọ ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣèkà. Ìwọ lè escape ẹ̀ kó jórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ló máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí. And I always say something, how many of us pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ṣe sáyé àwọn èèyàn káwọn ọmọ wa gbarú ẹ̀? Kí àwọn ọmọ wa gba nǹkan tá a ṣe. Pé gbogbo nǹkan ìso tí mo sọ sáyé àwọn èèyàn o. Gbogbo èrò tí mo rò sáwọn èèyàn. Mélòó? Kàmá ìwà sọ kéèyàn ṣèkà, wicked somebody on the sick bed, abandoned person to go and divorce. Àwọn kan ní ẹ̀mí ìkà mẹ́yìn. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀mí ìkà. You will look at, if his ordinary friend tell sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, you now hear that friend is not feeling okay. Won't you go and check on them? You will say because you are fighting, you will not go to go and check on that friend. Except that friend said he doesn't want to see you. That was the beginning of my wahala. A woman I met in UK as a student. I left for Nigeria because her student visa expired. Married in Nigeria, brought her to UK. Got the right passport. Once beaten, twice shy. This is why, you know, my darling brother, Ade Phillips, this is why some men will tell you they don't want to marry again because of what they have seen. Honestly, we have a lot of men that are not married now. When we say we are looking, there are men, they are scared of marrying. This is why many of them want to. You can see this kind of experience. Anyways, both ways too. Nǹkan tó jó obìnrin mi náà ti rí lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin. A máa lóhùn fẹ́ bọ́kùnrin ṣe mọ́ ni. It will take you to have experienced good relationship to still appreciate the opposite sex. But if you have not experienced good relationship, if you've had bad experience once, twice, you want to run because ojúlala kan fi ṣọ̀rẹ́, and I wouldn't blame such people. I wouldn't blame them. Nobody wants to pass through this kind of a thing and still stick their neck and say, and when you have experienced some peace while alone, just like the example I gave, the guy is looking very handsome now. And as I saw looking very handsome, he said, I have my peace. I'm enjoying my peace. Never in my life will I marry again. Will I marry again? Oh my God. Never will I marry again. I said, you will still marry. He said, never. He said, never. I can never commit to a woman again like that in my life. Oh, okay. Somebody saying something here.
How do I break out of it? The first.
Okay. Somebody sent something to me. She said to buttress what we are talking about on intimacy. So let's listen to it together. But we are just going to listen to it together now. Let's listen and hear.
Principle is that you cannot stop what you feed. If you keep feeding it your attention, it will keep growing. You need to starve it. So you're not going to be in conversations that are sexual. You're not going to be in movies that are sexual. The reason.
Remember when I started, I said this discussion that Auntie Funke was giving in the church. In the church where we have people, you can watch from the beginning before we go to the deeper one. I said in the church where we have people that they have told not to do kerewa. In the church where they have told them that kerewa is a sin. I say having that kind of discussion, what does she think the message the discussion will be doing to the people sitting inside the church? Either they like it or not, their body will give signal. Their body will give signal that the men's zone, their gamma lizard will do somehow. The women, their body will do quick. This is exactly what this guy is saying now.
All those things you see and hear are going into your heart and demanding for something. Only stupid Christians think they can resist. Strong Christians realize that God's word says flee all appearance of evil. It says flee from fornication. You know what? This is what I've learned in my personal experience. Every time you resist a temptation, you can resist, but your resistance become weaker. Over time, if you keep resisting, you will not know your resistance is weaker until you are falling into temptation. So you have a subscription of...
The more you resist, you get to a certain age, you need it. I stand on that. You know why? The more your libido is decreasing, the more your drive, you are putting it under. Koma shishemo. Before you know it, it will affect your hormones. Once your hormones are being affected, decrease in your hormones, a certain hormone in your body. I think it's the estrogen, if I'm not mistaken. It is what gives birth to a fibroid. Go and read about the hormones in charge of fibroid wahala. My cup. Leave my cup alone.
You cancel it, you delete it.
The truth they are not facing. Religion is the worst bondage anybody can find themselves. This guy that is talking as a man, can he tell me he can stay a year without this thing? As a man, he has option. What is his option? SOP. What is the option for a woman? That is if he's only SOPO, if he's not doing other things.
Number two, as you have toys, as a single person, you have dildos. You will take the toys and burn it. You know why? The Bible says, makes no provision for the flesh.
Did you hear what he said? He said you should not use toys. You should burn the toys. Everything progressive. No man condemn. The same way they condemn internet. The same internet, they are sitting on it. Now, he's saying everything toy. Anything that will make your body wants to ask for it. That will make... Is it that when you don't have those toys, when you don't see those toys, your body will not ask for it? Let's be honest here. This is real talk. With or without you seeing toys. Like Bonnie, he said they should burn the toys. You know why? The more women that are depressed, the more customer they will have. The more women that are liberated, trust me, nobody will go to their church. They should burn the toys. Science design and develop toys for a reason. So the desire that comes from your body, because either you use it or you don't use it. Either somebody talk or somebody does not talk. Your body will come alive. Phone ma jabo. Your body will crave it. Your body, no matter how you blank it, your body will ask. You can only pretend. Only going to shrink. It's because your hormones in your shisha dada. Gbogbo vitamin to ye kara yin ma don, ara yin o don. Go and look at them plenty. Hello, one deeper. ẹ lọ wò wọ́n ní MFM, ní Redeem, ní Chosen. Wọ́n pọ̀ káàkiri. You see their skin dry. Gbogbo vitamin tó ní ìdí owó kò sí lára wọn. Pastor oníkan lọ bọ́ọ̀nù tọ́yìn tóyìnbó Apostolic Faith, thank you, CAC. Tọ́yìn tóyìnbó ṣe for a purpose. Pé ká máa fi dámira. Pé kí nǹkan tí ò yẹ kó dúró sára kó máa dúró sára. Kára lè free. Nǹkan tó yẹ kó jáde lára kó jáde. Kára clean. It's cleansing your body. But because they need these people under them. So when that urge comes, what will you do? You will pray. That prayer, if that prayer is working, then that urge should not come again. Lie. But that same night, the urge will still come again. So what has the prayer done? Ṣé ráwọn people yìí anyway, kò tiẹ̀ kàn mí. Òun náà fi ba yá àwọn yẹn jẹ́.
Was it not talk? He will just say, I'm here, you have not used me. It's 1 week now, and I'm missing you. I don't know why you're not missing me. That's it.
Let's start from the start. I'll keep quiet.
Masturbation. How do I break out of it? The first principle is that you cannot stop what you feed. If you keep feeding it your attention, it will keep growing. You need to starve it. So you're not going to be in conversations that are sexual. You're not going to be in movies that are sexual. The reason why is that all those things you see and hear are going into your heart.
Naturally, when a man, a full-grown man, young man, active, ọlọ́run má jàre ọmọ wa tó ti dàgbà, wake up in the morning, something must stand up, Larry. So did that child see anything overnight? I mean, that young man, did he see anything? No. He went to sleep, jeje. It is natural that thing must stand up. Right?
And demanding for something. Only stupid Christians think they can resist. Strong Christians realize that God's word says, flee all appearance of evil. It says, flee from fornication. You know what? This is what I've learned in my personal experience. Every time you resist a temptation, you can resist, but your resistance become weaker. Over time, if you keep resisting, you will not know your resistance is weaker until you are falling into temptation. So you have a subscription of pornography, you cancel the treasure, you delete it. Number 2, as you have toys, as a single person, you have dildos. You will take the toys and burn it. You know why? The Bible says, makes no provision for the flesh. When you see the toy will talk to you. Does it not talk? It will just say, I'm here, you have not used me. It's 1 week now.
Toy will not talk.
That's true. They are convinced with each other. Number 2, why do people break a habit and go back after some time? What is what happens? When they starve that habit, that place becomes empty. And once that place becomes empty.
So nature has become habits. Nature, something that is nature, is now termed as habits. Nature is now termed habits. Abi bobo yo mo meaning habits ni. Okay, continue.
And nature abhors vacuum, that place to be filled. When they don't find a place to fill it, that thing will come back again. This is when the one comes in. When that place is filled, you will now use new thoughts from the word of God to fill it. A time will come, you will feel like doing that thing again. But you will have put the seed in your heart, and that seed will come out naturally. What about when I now feel like masturbation? What should I do? You must have a plan before you feel like masturbating. The reason why is that if you don't have a plan before you feel like masturbating, you will find yourself delving into the masturbating automatically because it's your pattern. So you now tell yourself, every time I feel like this, there are these 3 scriptures I quote, I'm sowing the seed. There are these 2 people I call. There are things I do to make sure I can fill the gap. Some people call it pattern disruption. There are things you do to disrupt the pattern every time.
Ejo, is he talking to babies? Is he talking to young children, young adults? Maybe if it's young adults, mugbo. Is he talking to men in their 30s, 35, 40? Because he was talking about some of them masturbating. Now, with all he's saying, is he saying that urge, that desire will not come once they stop thinking about it or once they start praying? This is where they are allowing people mess up their lives. This is how some people will now get involved in masturbating. And masturbating, when it is too much, it affects man. because they overstretch the something, veins or whatever it is called, in the process of pulling it by themselves. This is why so many of them have weak erection. By the time the man will now marry, the young man will now marry, he will now have weak erection because he has been masturbating. Because they have told him having a girlfriend is a sin. They have told him outside marriage is a sin. So something that is now nature has become habits that you can do away with. Habit is what is called smoke. You cannot compare smoking. Smoking was adopted. That is an habit. Drinking is adopted. That is an habit. Eating too much is adopted. That is habit. Doing something too much, like TV watching, is habit. But something that is embedded inside the nature of a man, inside our blood. When you are young, how are you, Ayuba? As a young person, as a young adult, you are expected to get busy and not be involved in this kind of, you get involved with your business, your job, making something out of your life. So you are not expected to even concentrate on things like that because you are supposed to be very busy. Now you now get to a certain age whereby that body is supposed to be doing what it's supposed to do. Here they tell women now, young women, by the age 35, you must be done having your children. Here, by 35, they tell you it's risky having children. In fact, women in 35, 38, they are entering menopause now. And if you want to look at it, it's from all this preaching of abstinence, abstinence, abstinence. Most of the people, these people that are preaching, this particular guy, he must have scattered party well before he became pastor. He is now using the same book that Oyinbo wrote, that Oyinbo is not living by, especially that New Testament, that they are not living by. If you are looking for where high rate of divorce is, now Oyinbo. If you are looking for promiscuity, now Oyinbo. If you are looking for gebu, now Oyinbo. If you are looking for lesbo, now Oyinbo. And yet, aye won pare, aye won de baje. We that we now adopt everything, that we don't know the reason why the people who wrote it, whether they don't drink ogogoro when they were writing it, whether when, for example, Paul Okobo, tí ó lè get up tó wá kọ kíní ipò òun abstain yẹn lẹ wá ń tẹ̀lé. Paul, that you don't know his condition, his health condition, is something condition to write nǹkan is now what you are now following. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Paul Okobo ni Paul, tí ò bá ń ṣe Okobo á ní káwọn èèyàn má bára wọn sùn. Even those people that are following and doing father, they said na father many children in orphanages in Nigeria. Gbọ́ story yẹn lọ́dọ̀ VDM ni. Àbọ́dọ̀ ta ni mo ti gbọ́ story yẹn. Oyin Areji. Wípé most children in motherless homes are fathered by father. The same people that are doing father. Ṣé báwọn náà ń bá ọ̀rá wọn sùn? Àbáwọn kọ́? Is it not among them? Man, they do man pass. OKJ from Melbourne, Australia. Are they not the ones doing themselves more? Láwọn tán pera wọn ní father to father. Ṣé rí mọ́ ṣe ń tanra wọn? For something that is of nature, that the body will ask. Tó bá bá ilé ẹ̀ tán tó bá ṣọ́ra, ẹni tí ò yẹ kó bá sùn ló máa bá sùn. Ṣé ń gbọ́? So, something that is nature has now become habits that you will put aside and discipline yourself for, and it will never show face again. He said it will decrease. Kí ló ń decrease? Maybe if you don't have that libido, good libido, God help you if you are part of the people who have high libido. Kó wá ló decrease. Níbo ló decrease lọ? Kó decrease lọ anywhere. Have you not seen somebody, one lady on the street sometimes ago, the video surfaced. She was not mentally okay. She was having urge. She carried bottle. She was using bottle on herself, using bottle to massage herself on the streets. Right there on the streets. I don't know how many of us saw that video when it circulated 2 or 3 years ago. Book where we say, now people write down. And if you compare, you look at it, what they are condemning happened in that same book, and it was not condemned. Until he talked in the New Testament that was written for a reason. You can see now that doctors are chopping well from women. Obìnrin ló affected you. You know why? Men will do it. Wọ́n ṣojú fúrú. Obìnrin ni ò lè ṣe. Some were afraid of pregnancy. Some will say when they do it. There was a woman who called me and said, Auntie, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má dákẹ́. I said, why? She said she used to be a member of Deeper. She said they were told not to touch a man, blah, blah, blah. And okay, she was going on like that until when she was about 30. She now had a relationship with a man. She didn't want to, but she did. And it resulted in pregnancy. She said when she now became pregnant, they asked her not to come to the church again. She was now torn between, should I abort this pregnancy so that I can go back to church? But she knows that if she aborts the pregnancy, they might not still accept her back into the church. So she decided to have that baby. That woman said that's the only child. She's about 58 now. She said that is the only child she has. I asked, you didn't get married again? She said she got married, but no other children came. That is the only child she has till today. But luckily enough, the girl is married. So she has like 3 grandchildren. Sherry biton ma ba, on ti eti baje ni. Sherry biton ma ba ye yin je. On ti eti baje. Excuse me, kì í ṣe pé biton ma baje. Wọ́n ti baje already. Kò ṣàtúnṣe fún majority mọ́. Kò sí. Àbí? Ṣebí Dupe Jayesimi came out. She said she was 60, crying that she was alone. Forget all the paparazzi of those people who went to carry her and was driving her around in car. When she finished with those people, she's going back into her house all alone. She's going back all alone into her house. You saw her testimony. If her story does not tell you something, when she was supposed to adopt, she did not. When she was supposed to go for surrogacy, she did not. When she was supposed to go for IVF, people, they were lying while doing IVF. They will come and say, when our daddy in the Lord was praying, I now came out. One of your pastors say, somebody crossed his leg and became pregnant instantly. And I saw people that are educated clapping for that nonsense. I was hearing them clapping in that group, in that video. I say, wow. At this dispensation, this kind of testimony is coming out. And people were believing it. People are believing this nonsense. That I put leg, somebody now cross it. You know what? This thing cannot affect men the way it's affecting women. It's the reason why many women today are single. It's the reason why many women today... Sorry, I don't like saying it, but it's the truth. And because this page is real talk. Why many women today in their 50s, some in their late 40s, no husband, no children. It is not the end of life, I know. But you in your mind of mind, know that if you can turn back the hands of the clock, you will have done some things differently. Continue to listen to all these people. That their own children will go and do IVF. Their own children are even aborting. Yes, you heard me right. Their own children, they are aborting for them. Their own children are not marrying as virgins. Continue to listen to them at your own, especially as a woman in your 30s upward. Continue to listen to them at your own detriment. The same people that they cannot even hold their own children down. The same people. When I'm not talking about young adults, please. Don't get me wrong. I will never promote such things among young adults because those are the people that it can affect their future. Such people, they don't know their left from right yet. They cannot undo the pressures yet. But I'm talking about matured women, almost 40. Somebody telling them they cannot do kerewa. All right, I'll be stopping to 3 hours. We have used more than enough time. Telling them they cannot do kerewa is an habit, and they have to put that habit aside. Anyway, in the middle of the night, now you know what thing they do you. If you know if they talk to anybody, anything where anybody like, make you do. But Auntie Funke don't tell us, say, this thing sweet. She say it's very sweet, and she like him. She know they take him joke. You want to ask why a bishop is talking that something is very sweet. You want to ask why she's saying she can't joke with it. You want to ask why she said, don't joke with it. She knows the benefits. Mentally, physically, health-wise, emotionally. She knows the benefits. She knows it does a lot in the body of a man, in the body of a woman. She knows. And that's why she's saying it. Let's listen again and we go.
If I don't like sex, how will I have children? And you are just pretending you like sex. African culture has
What pretend you
your
could?
grandmother has said
Ireo.
a woman should not show that she enjoys sex. Otherwise, they will call her prostitute. When the man is touching you, you are happy. So the first thing is to disbelieve that in your mind. Otherwise, you will be causing problem in your marriage. Tell yourself sex is good. I want my husband.
You know, when they have lied for so long, it becomes very difficult for them to say the truth, even when they say the truth. Many of them are into this thing for their own selfish means, so they will never say the truth. That is where they eat from. That is where they make money from. That is where that is what made them very rich. They will never say the truth. That book is not relevant in today's world, either you like it or not. I don't care what you think about me. It's not relevant in today's world. And if you look deeper into it, many people had relationship without being married in that book. And they were never told that they were sinners. How do we get to the stage whereby we tell full-grown adults what to do with their own body? And you make them feel less of themselves. You make them feel that those people, if they should do something for their own happiness, for their own lifestyle, they are not hurting anybody. They are not destroying anybody. They are only living, doing what they need to do for themselves, and you call it a sin. Put them in bondage. I am not talking to religious extremists on this my page. If you say I talk with little knowledge, that's your cup of tea. Go and swallow it. Any woman who has ears, young ones listening to me, they are going to wake up one day too. Like many women have woken up. And today, they are gnashing their teeth in the closet of their room. Many of them are in psychiatric home. Many of them are miserable. Some of them are even buying themselves in the process. Yes. Many of them are committing S. Because they just wake up one day, they saw they've lost a lot in life. Where will they start from? How will they start? Because somebody told them. The same people, when they were preaching, they told people, don't wear cloth with lace. Don't palm your hair. When their own son was to get married, the wife palm hair, put makeup, wear lace fabric. It was acceptable at that time. The same people, maybe the son was even doing kerewa with the wife before marriage, is acceptable with them. But when it comes to their congregation, anyway, now congregation, they under bondage. Now congregation, they for wahala. Now them put themselves there, you know, consign me. Let them continue. Many of them, we know them. They are on social media. We know them one-on-one self. Me self get one way close to me. She will be 50 in how many years now? She don't see man now. It don't pass how many years? 15 years. Way man climber. Now so she dey shrink every day. We cannot stay together. You would think say that she born me. I am almost how many years older than her? She don't shrink e finish. Now so she dey look like old woman. She don't do fibroid surgery twice. A 40-something, 48-year-old woman. One pastor. The same pastor where they tell and say, make you no do kerewa. The pastor had 3 children for 3 men. 3 children, 3 men. Now she get pikin for. And upon that, she no get husband for house now. She dey do kerewa steady. Who they do kerewa for her? Who they do kerewa for her? Most of these people, you will be shocked. Say some of them, even their wife get boyfriend. Their husband, what are we saying? Should be a pastor's video came out that Panana handle that we put mouth in that case. The pastor was married, he still they chase another man wife, he still they do kerewa for. Their own lives are more dirty. These people that comes out praying, holy, their lives are more dirty, pretending. What they do is worse than somebody doing kerewa. What they do to their fellow men, what they think in their mind towards their fellow men, what they plan towards their fellow men is worse than somebody doing kerewa with their own body. Now then get their body. They have the right to do it the way they want, as long as they are not hurting somebody. Wickedness is when you hurt somebody else. And in your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. As in kerewa. If it is that, then nobody should do kerewa. Oyinbo ma gba wa o. Oyinbo ma gba wa o. The same Oyinbo where do contraceptive for their younger ones. The same Oyinbo where they give them as education. The same Oyinbo that will embrace their children if they even get pregnant and make them live another fulfilled life. The same Oyinbo, nobody looks down on them. Nobody calls them sinner. Then plenty for church now. How do we get that? We now translate that Bible to our own selfish and wicked means. One pastor will now be dictating on how people will live their lives. All these things we are saying is all about self-discipline. Self-discipline in doing whatever you are doing responsibly. It's not like just like the case of somebody drinking. You people condemn alcohol. The same alcohol Oyinbo they drink, Oyinbo will give you Bible. They don't joke with alcohol in there, especially during winter. The same alcohol, you call it a sin. Cigarette, you call it a sin. A pastor here will have smoking break. Will have smoking break. And nobody meddles into their private affair. Nobody meddles into private affair of these people on how they live their life. As long as they are not hurting anybody. What you call a sin is crime. There's nothing like sin among the people that gave you this religion. What they have is crime. You commit crime, you go to jail. And crime is something against somebody else. If it's for you, you have not committed a crime. Kai, they don't finish us. And unfortunately, now black race, now black people, they suffer now. The way you have embraced it. No wonder. Doctors are really selling. They are selling so well now. When it comes to the issue of women. Go and see who is their customer. Old women in their 40s upward. Flooding hospital for one condition or the other. If it's not childlessness, it's cancer of the ovaries. If it's not cancer of the ovaries, it's fibroid. They are even advertising fibroid on social media. They are even advertising on social media now. Because they are getting plenty customer. Go and ask your pastor and your doctors, How come most of the people with fibroid issues are single women? I'm not saying married women don't have it too, but most of them are single women. Anyway, make I dey waka go. Ẹni tó bá létí kó gbọ́. We said a lot in the video. You can watch from the beginning, watch in parts, and enjoy it. On my page, we speak reality. We are not religious on this page. So before you subscribe or before you watch, I am telling you, this page is a page of real reality, real talk. We are not pretending here. We are here for living a fulfilled life. No be say when you buy finish. Anyway, when you buy, that's the end. Many people will buy that way. We are knowing so many truths after they don't buy finish. Any wonderful weekend. Bye, guys. Love you.